She take me by the door, on the bed, on the floor. Damn, I ain't never had a freak like that, y'all. Me don't really like the cheating thing, but me have to say you are the sweetest thing. Keep it on the outside, meet me on the south side. Hotel room, VIP, this thing, yeah. Me don't really like the cheating thing, but me have to say you are the sweetest thing. Baby girl, I need it, keeping it a secret. Samson couldn't defeat this thing, wow. Me don't really like the cheating thing, but you know, there's a first time for everything. Caught my eye, my attention. Something about you. Sexuality. It's a physical thing. My girl. Y'all, me don't really like the cheating thing, but me have to say you are the sweetest thing. Keep it on the outside, meet me on the south side. Hotel room, VIP, this thing, yeah. Me don't really like the cheating thing, but me have to say you are the sweetest thing. Baby girl, I need it, keeping it a secret. God knows why me need this thing, yeah. Me don't really like the cheating thing, but me have to say you are the sweetest thing. Keep it on the outside, meet me on the south side. Hotel room, VIP, this thing, yeah. Me don't really like the cheating thing, but me have to say you are the sweetest thing. Baby girl, I need it, keeping it a secret. God knows why me need this thing, yeah.
Imagine if it wasn't you. Love it when you grab it like it's maybe you. Feelings they been catching me, yeah. This is what you want. I know that you're bad for me. I'll be bad for you too.
This kind of music take you on a trip. This kind of music make you wanna wind up your hips. This kind of music make you feel alright now. Wish and play got you pulling patches to the side now. Let your body talk, give me dialogue, going back and forth for the rest of the night. Alright, now one life it's priceless, yeah. So I go, I don't live my life like it's gold. You wanna call them about me, love? Why not, baby girl? I wanna know. I'm a many things I wanna know. I don't wanna let your body feel alone. I gotta give your body all you want. Maybe no stay too long. Maybe they by your phone. I can when I'm done.
Imagine if it wasn't you. Love it when you grab it like it's maybe you. Feelings they been catching me, yeah. This is what you want. I know that you're bad for me. I'll be bad for you too. Ooh.
Oh my darling, you the best. So they make this statement on that dress. Things you did do, no one can beat the best. Oh my girl, but she beat and nothing less. Yeah, you did the things to make me charge up. Make I feel your pocket, baby, make you put the bands up. Lady done to make me feel alive, but not the lie. We did do things all more to alright.
The way you're turning me on is going on tonight. Let's go, we pour it up tonight. I call, we acting up tonight. Support, I need your body on mine. Cause nothing's a taboo with me, you can be free. Teach me, baby, free me. Give it all to me, you receive me. I just can't imagine if it wasn't you. Love it when you grab it like it's baby you. Feelings they been catching me, yeah. This is what you want. I know that you're bad for me. I'll be bad for you too.
Hey Trisha, I ain't seen in a while. How business going?
Boy, business real slow these days, you know, and advertising expensive.
expensive.
You for real? You ain't hear about SBP?
What's that?
Small Business Package. You can advertise your business on radio. They cater for your budget.
You serious?
Yes, girl. Them fellas are Next 99.1, Sweet 100.1, and Talk City 91.1. Real bigging up your thing.
What? No way. Tell me where, when, and how.
Call 622-4141. That number is 622-4141. And for more information, you can email tttsales@ttt.co.tt.
I heading down Marfal Road now. That song ain't too good to be true.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry-Leen Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
It's all good right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, or what doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what services, helping where we can, but with a smile.
Police Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
History in the rhythm. Issues in the spotlight. Talk City 91.1.
Naila. Right now, 8 o'clock, shake that body up. Don't stop. Right now, ticky tock, spread them legs and make your pop. Fight. What make you hold on for me? Why? Give me some room, come me love me money like Jamaicans. This voodoo like me Asian. And I could cuss it like a Asian. Spicy like Grenadian. Pinky I'm in a mood. Listen up, when I talk you listen. I mean this waterfall like Dominican. And they don't say me tricky, call me Trini. If you get it teeny weeny, you go ever want nobody but me. So tell me why, baby, why? What make you hold on for me? Why, baby, cry? What make you hold on for me? My body good up body. You say body from the Gideon. You wanna hold on for me? Lift it up and show it down. You wanna hold on for it? Your body pretty, babe. You wanna hold on for it? When the bend me to my knees, we go. When my friend me to me tween, we go. Till we end up on the ground, we go. Baby, give me hotter than Guyana. See me smoking like a Vinci. Now me having singing Hindi. Me singing spit on like Delusia. I know you see me in his future, but baby, hold on. Take him down, Virgin Islands, spin it wrong, Antigua, massive. I can make you feel away like you don't know. If you ever had a girl from Tobago, so tell me why, baby, why? What make you hold on for me? Why, baby, cry? What make you hold on for me? My body good up body. You say body from the Gideon. You wanna hold on for me? Lift it up and show it down. You wanna hold on for me? Your body pretty, babe. You wanna hold on for it?
You see me, now me and all I ain't like what they do my boy young brother. So I not forget to know islands. Cayman
and
In a
a
media
rhubarb
statement,
of
the
music.
Trinidad and Tobago Police Service reported, to date, the approval of 258 detention orders, with 170 executed, surpassing the totals recorded at the end of the previous state of emergency. Since the start of the current SOE, the TTPS has conducted 3,694 operations, resulting in 1,588 arrests and 355 charges laid. As a result of these efforts, 90 firearms were recovered, 2,196 rounds of ammunition, 3,146 kilograms of cocaine, and 337 kilograms of marijuana seized. According to the statement, the results were as a result of intelligence-led policing, coordinated national operations, and sustained pressure on priority offenders and organized criminal networks, noting that operations will continue with intensity, discipline, and zero tolerance as the SOE enters a critical phase. In other news, despite a downward trend in crime, the Trinidad and Tobago population remains obsessed with crime, according to Commissioner of Police Alistair Guevara. He made the comments while engaging members of the business community at the Conversations with the Commissioner of Police Forum on Thursday. Hosted by the Trinidad and Tobago Chamber of Industry and Commerce, Conversations with the Commissioner of Police focus on national security, public safety, and strengthening collaboration between law enforcement and the business community. Commissioner of Police Alistair Guevara highlighted the work of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, outlining gains made in crime reduction and current policing initiatives.
He criticized the TTPS even when the country achieved the 42% reduction in homicides in 2025, which is the second largest annual percentage reduction in the world. Not in Trinidad, in the world. The only other country to reduce homicides by an annual percentage figure of 55%. We were 42, they went 55. Was El Salvador.
The Commissioner of Police called for a major shift in public focus.
We need to get the fear of crime out of the mindset of the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. I took pains to bring all the data to show you that crime is trending downwards.
That the widespread use of cell phones and other recording devices has contributed to this persistent mindset, noting that constant exposure to images and videos of criminal activity reinforces public concern. He also revealed that several international jurisdictions have expressed interest in replicating Trinidad and Tobago's policing model, citing its effectiveness in reducing crime. In sport now, senior women's head coach Damian Briggs says he's expecting a tough test, but remains confident his side can deliver when it matters most. TNT face El Salvador in a must-win home clash at the Hazley Crawford Stadium this evening, with kickoff set for 6 p.m. TNT currently sits second in Group F, meaning nothing less than a victory will do if they are to advance to the CONCACAF Women's Championships and keep their hopes of reaching the 2027 FIFA World Cup alive.
And we know that there's going to be tough periods in the game tomorrow that we're going to have to, suffer like we talk about it. There's going to be periods where we're going to have to suffer without the ball, but it doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. It just means that our work rate and work level has to go up. We have to keep working together, and hopefully when we regain possession, then we have the calmness and the ability then to play attractive football, move the ball around, and try to create chances for ourselves.
And that's what's making the news at this time. But joining us right now is the host of Trinidad and Tobago Today, Vermala Valkaran. Good morning, Vermala, and happy Friday.
Good morning, Carrie. Happy Friday. We finally made it.
Finally. It felt like 4 weeks,
4 weeks of April something. I don't know.
Right? We lost track.
It was a really long week, but we are finally here. I'm so excited for the weekend.
Right? Yeah, so am I. I mean, I have work to do, but...
Same. I will be here a lot this weekend as well.
So will I. All right,
I'll see you then.
Hey, Trisha, I ain't seen a while. How business going?
Boy, business real slow these days, and advertising expensive.
You for real? You ain't hear about SBP?
What's that?
Small business package. You can advertise your business on radio. They cater for your budget.
You serious?
Yes, girl. Them fellas are Next 99.1, Sweet 100.1, and Talk City 91.1. Real bigging up your thing.
What? No way. Tell me where, when, and how.
Call 622-4141. That number is 622-4141. And for more information, you can email tttsales@ttt.co.tt.
I heading down Marifal Road now. That song ain't too good to be true.
622-4141. 622-4141. 622-4141. And for more information, you can email ttttsales@ttt.co.tt.
I heading down Marifal Road now. That song ain't too good to be true. 622-4141.
Talk City 91.1. Thought-provoking conversations, bold perspectives, voices you trust. Talk City 91.1. Bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever before.
Yes, Talk City 91.1 FM.
A brand new era of talk radio is here. With voices you know, trust, and respect. Get ready for an all-new lineup of the very best in talk. Andy Williams, Lennox Smith, Stephen Reese, Mr. X, Derek Charbodi, Roland Stewart, Sharon Farfan, Sudath Prasad, Heavy Duty, Alex Asing, Karen Francisco, Cherry Lean Lewis, Short Pants, and more of the voices shaping the national conversation. From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues, culture, politics, social development, and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk.
So I'll get right here on Talk City 91.1, where we're going to give you something new, something hot every day, Monday to Friday.
Listen on 91.1 FM and connect on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Talk City 91.1. Your city, your voice.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, our doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile.
Police Credit Union. Your future is safe with us.
History in the rhythm. Issues in the spotlight. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
The ground report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The ground report. The ground report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith. The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith. The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
to shine. Out of the ashes we rise. There's no one like you. None like you. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us,
Bang, bang,
what
bang.
can stand against? Stand against.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. Our God is greater. Our God is stronger. God, you are higher than any other. Our God is healer. Awesome in power. Our God. Our God. And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop us? And if our God is with us, then what can stand against? Stand against.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Time check is 6 o'clock. I must say pleasant good morning to all maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers. Good morning to you.
Water you turned into wine. Open the eyes of the blind. There's no
Long time I inhale out you all on our several social media platforms. I see Marlon, Jack Dio, I see Elizabeth, Reynold, Carmen, S. Simrit, yes, Kwamati, Sudali, man. Good morning with Ginger Maraj, Jamila Khan, good morning to you. Janella, pleasant good morning. Wendy and John, good morning. Marilyn Seacher, a pleasant good morning to you. Matilda Rhodes, how are you going, love? A pleasant good morning to you. Anne Marie Amen, good morning. My baby, a pleasant good morning to you. Teacher Balmain, how are you going? We're not here in here. We need you on the word for the day, or of the day. Do that, Mohan, good morning to you. Brian, Ramdio, good morning. Miss Coover, long time girl. You're in and out, what happened? You're having conversation with Victor Roberts. Good morning, Miss Coover. Lucky Lal, good morning. Samantha, pleasant good morning to you. Biznat Prasad, good morning, Biznat Prasad. Tara Reyes, up there, yes, my Tara up on the hill up there. And all the rest of Taras that are looking, a pleasant good morning to you. Hey, Timothy Roberts, good morning. Calvin O'Brady, the O'Brady bunch, a pleasant good morning to you. Budram John, good morning.
Our God is greater, our God is stronger.
Chandra Benjamin, a pleasant good morning to you. Ryan Ali John, good morning.
Our God is healer.
Groove Master Song, so we're going partner, good morning to you. Keep up the good work. Dress School, good morning. Monica, Ram Kisun, good morning.
God is stronger. God, you are higher than any.
Afrina Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you. Pamela Palu, good morning. Krishna Ram Sukal, a pleasant good morning to you. Like Primraj Bajnat, good morning to you. Over pronounce it proper. I'll just send a voice so if I ain't. Hey, Mubarak Mohammed, a pleasant good morning to you, my brother. Matilda Rhodes, how are you going? Love, 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 love. Hey, Eleanor, husky voice. I fed up at you with this husky voice thing. I love this husky voice, girl.
And if our God is for us, then who could ever stop?
You know what say my husky voice is a real nice one, and it, you know, it's soothing, and you know, this is a first husky voice you hear in life. You listen to a lot of husky voice, but this is the only one that soothe your ears, that you can get up in the morning early. You know, you can listen to this husky voice talk to you all night long. That's what you're supposed to be thinking, man. Right to you there, Eleanor, with this kind of thing. Husky voice, husky voice. The hell with you, Eleanor.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Yeah, husky voice. I know about husky voice. I saying, well, all right. At least after God bless me at the program and all them thing, the husky voice, you know, people will love it, thing. You know, all of it like Jack Warner voice. Andy, I must say, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, stop it. They go back in PNM. Wrongly is a wicked man. Well, I love that. Yeah. Now, but I ain't gonna lie, eh? He started off cracky, but he started to talk good too, you know. Yeah, Jack was real stuttering and thing, and politics make him talk straight, yes. Me, you know, now.
Bang, 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 bang.
Politics just do amazing things, yes. Make people who stutter and get talk good. What the hell is this? The only person in politics that helped us to talk good is Kingsley. I can't understand what politics wicked to Kingsley, boy. That's the only man politics that he still talking about that he taking an hour to say one thing. I can't understand that at all. I can't understand that. Let me continue to like God a little bit. Let me just continue here now. You can't do that for the week for you all. Yeah. Must say hello to you all. Hey, Desmond, it's a pleasant good morning to you. Sharon Rampasad, good morning. Ro Ramnarayan, a pleasant good morning to you. Mr. Ramnarayan's son, deceased Ramnarayan's son, and family members that locks on to the Ground Report still. A pleasant good morning to you, Nicholas Adish. And Mr. Ramnarayan's wife. Good morning to you all. On the other side of the world, Mr. Ramnarayan lock on already, you know. I tell you, Mr. Ramnarayan lock on. Yeah. This is Ramnarayan lock on right now. Andy, well, I'm in a better place right now, you know. Lennox, where we going? I hear watching. But Andy, this dirty PNM government, oh God, yeah, by the man in the better place, we cussing PNM still.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh boy, Lucky Lal, I don't tell you, Cindy Mohan, a pleasant good morning. Neil D. Silva, good morning. Delia, his wife, a pleasant good morning to you all. Hey, Cyril, Rup Chan Singh. Well, that is a big money name, you know. Good morning to you, Denise. I tell you, I don't like no voice. I don't like no. Don't write me, Denise, my Ghanese friend. I like you to call in. Andy, good morning to you, Andy. Andy, what Heinz with the Haynes? Andy, the two water they up there in Bagatelle and Byron say it they move it yet. That P&M Corporation there, Andy. Send your voice note now, man. I must hear your voice now and again. Not right. No. I like you. I like to hear your voice, Denise. Send that voice note. Let me know what's going on up there in Bagatelle and Byron say they go Martin.
There's no one. Bang, bang, bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Hey, Mala Maharaj, good morning. Gloria Escala, pleasant good morning to you. Nadira, where we are going? Mina Rodriguez and Mina Steiner, good morning. Hey, Savi, good morning. Let me say morning to Dr. Musa Goben, good morning. Lenny, a pleasant good morning to you, Lenny, long time. Not forgetting to Kenrick Passad, good morning to you. Lenny and Kenrick, they have it, you know. Orlando, good morning to you. Miss Santa Cruz, good morning. To each and everybody on the beat, man, and Virons, a pleasant good morning to you all too. Joanny Jagroup, a pleasant good morning. Ramchan, good morning. Betty Gotti, yeah, Betty, good morning. Hey, Anne-Marie, amen. Oh, we are going lovely. I don't tell you morning already. You're late. Jacqueline Sammy, a pleasant good morning. Karen, good morning, Karen. Anthony Fords, good morning. Rick Lutchman, good morning to you. Otilda, oh, we are going. Good morning, Beverly. Beverly, eh? What can stand against? Hey, Princess Tom, good morning. Davey. Pare, good morning. Jamasi Prasad, good morning. Naresh, good morning to you. Sheldon Perez. Paris? All they brothers or something? I see now Paris, two Paris. Alright, I'll go check back that dress now. Done past that swinging and gone already. Hey, Kathleen, good morning. Hey, Abraham, good morning. To Abraham morning. Donna Lewis, good morning. Donna Dawkins, good morning. Selwyn Lopez, good morning. William Saunders, good morning to you. Kamala Samlal Singh, a pleasant good morning to you. Calvary Spirit, good morning. Dion Legendary, good morning to you. V Singh, good morning. Bisnath Prasad, good morning. Zibrangani, good morning to you. I feel like I sent some of them names already, you know. And Annalisa, good morning. Yeah, Annalisa Ramcharan. Oh God. I learned to pronounce real Indian name, you know. Yeah. Real names. The only names I see the Spanish ones. I know, boy. Lennox and all teacher and all, I don't know. He and all ain't pronouncing them Spanish thing too good. Ro, good morning. Felix, Monty, good morning to you. Ross, good morning to you. Hey, Rock, yeah, senior day. I what? Zick, Rut, Rockbear, Maharaj. All right. Simbina, Penda, good morning to you. Jenny Bell. Yes, you hear that name, boy? Jenny Bell. Jenny Bell. I have a woman named Jenny Bell. She cooking, cleaning, washing. She always in the kitchen, boy, all by the sink. She busting buttons, moving blackhead, pulling all gray hair. You hear that name, you know, Jenny Bell. Clipping your toenails, all kind of thing, boy. That man must be well groomed with a woman with a name like that. That's a whole name, you know. Jenny Bell, could you bring my coffee, please? I wonder if Lennox Smith wants a woman named Jenny Bell. You know, don't must say me can clay woman. But he's not Muslim, he's a Baptist.
There's no one
But you don't work over here, you don't work over here. Baptist people don't do that at all. Yes, Trinidad and Tobago, Royal Passat, good morning. And nearly done here earlier. Frank James, good morning. I say I'll do that for you today. I'll go make sure you're out all here. Grace, good morning. Dennis C. Paul, Journey, good morning to you all.
into the darkness you shine.
Nice. And so all in Sundry Tobago, a pleasant good morning to you. Let me say pleasant good morning to all my maxi drivers, all maxi drivers, taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, seven-seaters. All who ride in the donkey cart, going to the garden and all. And had a radio on Talk City 91.1 FM. Right here with the ground report. Good morning to each and every one of you. Guys, anointed grace. Anointed grace, boy. Where the hell? Anointed grace. Anyhow. To all in Sundry, a pleasant good morning. Snipes, a pleasant good morning to you.
Pleasant good morning, Andy. Pleasant good morning, Lennox. Pleasant good morning, Trinidad, Tobago, and the wider world.
Nice. So Trinidad, Tobago, let's see how important you all are. I ain't do it for some days, and I took the time. Just now we have to go for a break, but it's to make sure that to let you all know you all are stakeholders, and we will recognize you all as much as possible, because without you all, there are no us. The ground report is all of us. Not so Cyril Rupchansing. Look at that. Lennox Smith. Cletus. I've seen Cletus morning. Lennox Smith, a pleasant good morning to you.
Well, indeed, a pleasant one to you as well. Well, thank God it's Friday, some people would say, particularly people like me. But that being as it may, of course, a pleasant good morning to all and sundry in Trinidad, East, West, North, South, Central, our friends in Tobago. Tobago, of course, we want to hear from you a little more. And, of course, wherever you are in the world, in the diaspora, whether Trinidad, whether Caribbean, but you are listening to us, you're viewing us. Well, a pleasant good day to you. Yes, of course, Friday is the day when, of course, we look at issues that we may not have had an opportunity so to do, but of course, we invite you, and it is so right that you are part and parcel, a stakeholder in this whole process. It is an extraordinarily, of course, interactive program where, of course, it is designed to make certain that you vent and that you get your opportunity, of course, to express yourself, and, of course, to an extraordinary international audience. Now that we are on Talk City 91.1, that means we are even more potent, or much more powerful, or much more expansive, in order to make certain that your issues reach the widest possible audience. Yes, my friend.
Yes. Well, all right, Cletus, morning out there in New York, Queens, New York, eh? And, Grace, you say you was formerly Yolanda Cordner, good morning. Oh, formerly Nancy Basdio. Andy changed my name since I baptized. Hallelujah, praise the Lord. You went there, yes. She baptized. She's respectable to her maker. She's making peace with the Lord. She's baptized. Vishnu Bob, good morning. Taisuk Nanan. Oh God, yeah. Morning to you. Dave Alice, good morning. Right. I will want to start this morning, but here we're going to do. Yes, we're going to make the start, and then we're going to take that break, at least on one of the main topics this morning. For a matter of fact, let's take that break and come back. When we come back, more right here.
Just to say quickly that based on the agreement that we would have made, we have linked up with the resource center on on George Street, where, of course, a team will be available maybe once a week to look at the possibilities of employment opportunities. We, as a responsible team, and we have committed, of course, to the people, and unemployment seems to be one of the major issues.
Talking now, Mike. We'll pull it forward.
We will be committed, or we are committed to, of course, finding where the jobs are, and of course encouraging you to partake or to pursue. And of course, we have a service free of charge at George Street Resource Center, where of course you can engage the people there who would, of course, do what is required to guide you along. I just want to make sure that happens, of course, and that will be part of the program next week.
All right. Well, then you're done there already. So let me just browse to what is the first headline, and then we will, for a matter of fact, let me take that break and come back.
Let's go for the break, and when we come back more on this edition of the Ground Report.
But Johnny, how come your house is twice the size of mine, but my bill is twice the cost of yours? Johnny, what's going on, boy? How your bill so low? How your bill so low? I conserving energy. I switch your LED at the stun of the AC, and I'm saving real money. It's our responsibility for a brighter TNT. Cut the waste and you would see. Why everybody asking me? They asking how you been so low? How you been so low? TN Tech, powering the nation into the next generation.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. More ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Is your business experiencing the following symptoms? Not enough customers, low sales, slow cash flow. It's time for your business to be seen and heard by thousands of potential customers inside this new, exciting television and social media feature.
Welcome.
The 1020 with Junior K. Up for this exciting challenge and confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Know what that's the sound of? The absolute glee and excitement you'll feel with a hassle-free loan from Island Finance. Yippee! Weekend in St. Lucia? Give it to yourself. That double-door fridge? Give it to yourself. A short course to help you upskill? Give it to yourself. Yippee! Apply online or via WhatsApp at 483-8117. And whatever you want, give it to yourself with a hassle-free loan from Island Finance.
Subject to credit approval and documents verification.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh boy, we are back. Time check is 35 minutes past the hour of 6 o'clock, and you're listening to the Ground Report. Trinidad and Tobago, so abnormal, but I welcome it because it's abnormal based on when PNM was there. The procurement or the office of the procurement regulators had no teeth. All kind of thing was procuring, going out, nobody and saying nothing. But under Kamala Prasad, the successor government, which I welcome it, but I like this kind of thing must be across the board. Mustn't be for one party only. We are seeing here the 3.4 billion AGC contracts halted. The Office of Procurement Regulator puts a brakes on 11 controversial housing awards. Orders inquiry after red flag raised by PNM. Look at my red flags UNC used to be raising when it comes to procurement, and the office of the procurement regulator never intervene publicly so with front page too. But what good for one, good for all. Whatever it is, the office of the procurement regulator seeing things for she, I welcome it. I welcome it. But I like balance. If there was so how they are now, plenty of money that the PNM throw away, that today public servants can't get paid, that today UNC trying to run the country and it's broken, it has no money, it would have never take place. Lennox Smith, what is your thoughts on that day quick? It's madness.
I will be as compendious as possible, short as possible. Yes, I agree with you in essence, principle, and everything else. And I am sure that the present administration also welcomes some kind of intervention by the procurement regulator. Even though, of course, it was initiated by political agenda, which, of course, we are very familiar with the modus operandi of the PNM. They will, of course, generate a scandal for scandal's sake. But, of course, if the procurement regulator feel or is lured by that, what I consider be public, political, parasitic, opportunistic tendency, then by all means. What I would like, however, for it to be as expeditious as possible so that you don't waste time, because at the end of the day, I am certain that they will see nothing wrong with the whole process, having regard to the fact that Camille Robinson Regis was able to know what is happening because of the public nature of the whole process. And of course, there is a period where all kinds of investigations can take place, people can object, etc. 10 days, even that and all she objected to. So let's see, all I'm asking of the procurement regulator is to place emphasis, be as thorough as you can be, but at the end of the day, be as expeditious as possible so that we don't waste time in making sure that these housing accommodation comes to fruition as quickly as possible for those persons who are in need of it. And of course, generating the employment opportunities, massive employment opportunities that $3-something billion can provide for the population.
Nice, that is the part that you can't say better. Speedily. Yeah. Because again, PNM don't like nothing good. They don't like nothing good. Again, we need it up and running. People need houses, 200 and something thousand people application, and they go generate real employment. We need employment be generated in Trinidad and Tobago. Now let's continue. Oh boy. A Tobago cop charged with kidnapping assault. Right, well, you ain't getting that yet. When I go down there, we'll go into that details there. Right, that is one in the headliners. Where's our next one? Yes, 1,588 arrested. 355 charged so far under SOE. Wow. The next thing that is
clearly that is effort to justify the SOE, no doubt. But I want to say that in doing so, as we have seen all over the globe, the Philippines, I think in Honduras as well, where there is an overreach and a sledgehammer type of approach that even innocent persons may be raked in to justify a particular action. And of course, that part of it is so unfortunate. But if all of them are legitimate, then fine. But if you have persons who are innocent and you stymieing their progress, whether it be they cannot go to work and they cannot put food on the table because they would have been arrested and kept for an inordinate length of time because you simply have that mechanism at your disposal as law enforcement, then we will have some difficulty with that. But well done, nonetheless.
Opposition senator removed from benches. PAAC rules. Ah, boy, you hear that they was removed, eh?
Yeah. Well, that is in respect, of course, to that parliamentary committee that Dayal Singh was supposed to submit a statement, and you know what? I just can't understand that Dayal Singh would have sent that statement with information where the adjustments was made. You know, the Word document has a view part of it where if you make adjustments and so on, it will be recorded. Well, he sent that with that too, so they find out who did the adjustment and who advised him. That's how that came up as a public issue, and has landed, of course, that senator in hot waters. So they have removed her from that particular Joint Select Committee. That's one. The PNM, that is a PNM senator. Of course, Al-Rawi is out of it because he is not a member of it, and her senatorial position may well be in limbo as well. That is a consideration that, of course, the PNM will have to ultimately decide upon.
Okay, then. But would she be still charged because she have parliament privilege or something? Because if you break the rules, so and that real serious thing there.
Well, the committee is supposed to sit. The remaining part of it is supposed to sit to decide as to her faith, because parliamentary committee and parliament itself has the responsibility, nobody else, to regulate its own operations and so on. So this is one case clearly, but I don't think they will have much work to do, because of course she has been removed from the position.
All right, but remove is one thing, but what about the consequences? The problem in Trinidad and Tobago is consequences to their actions.
Well, that's the consequence. That's the concern. That's the concern.
Just remove?
One of the options that the committee would have had in dealing with that situation is to remove her or suspend her, as the case may be.
All right, but she broke the law. She broke the law. What's charges? Where is fraud? Where is it? So you telling me guys, all parliamentarians is real, get away with real tata boy. They all remove. Where's the consequences of the actions?
That is the ultimate sanction in that regard.
So I could go in parliament
I don't know if it could be extended to tampering with witness. Somebody's
there's a serious thing.
And all of that, but I suppose as a member of the committee, particularly when the entire exercise was to be held in camera, meaning that it was to be in secret, it was closed to the public. So that makes it even more egregious. So let's see, they are going to sit today and let's see what they would have come up with, knowing I'm sure that they would have been abreast that the PNM has removed her from the committee, so she would not be there. But that doesn't mean that the committee, having slated the meeting, will not be meeting to see what other sanctions could be advanced with respect, of course, to that grievous or very, very, very significant infringement.
Boy, that madness, yes. That is all, boy. That is all. When people tamper with papers, give former minister insight of documents, let you do that, Lennox, that's jail for you, you know.
Well, it depends on who you are, I suppose, the circumstance, and what institution is so engaged. You know what I mean? Like, take, for instance, of course, the procurement regulation, for example. I expect, as I said, a speedy conclusion, but at the same time, let the chips fall where they may. And if there is questions to be answered or questions to be asked, as the case may be, consequential of the investigation, well, so be it. But you're quite right that under the PNM you had, of course, the most egregious, the most unacceptable situation where the cabinet itself would have entertained recruitment of recusal of over 500. That is a typical case of a group of individuals conspiring, of course, to do harm, and therefore, at minimum, that's a corrupt act. I mean, if one person recuse himself once or twice, but 500 and counting. And Dr. Rowley says all the person had to do is to just recuse themselves, not be part of the meeting that would be focusing on a decision where the person may have a conflict of interest. I mean, that is total nonsense.
Well, nonsense, boy. Where the hell? Right, the mother told us says 102. So far, 102 people so far.
Yeah, I saw a policeman, they say, hang himself in his backyard, hanging from a tree. I mean, that, to me, a man to do himself that, any human being, I find that you have to have a real belly boy. He could go and fight war in the most troublesome parts of the earth.
So
yeah, but you have more use there because you have no value for life. If you could put a rope wrong your neck and jump off a tree or so.
What race is that policeman? What is his name? Where's his name? Let me see. Most likely, hanging is the Indian people. Hanging is the Indian people.
But look as though his ethnicity is Indian. Yeah.
Right.
Is it that he have a lot of belly, or he has a very low tolerance for stress?
I don't. I am looking from the point of view that a man him or her taking his own life in that way. Maybe I could accept if you probably jump off a boat, but have a rope wrong in your neck and then show yourself off and crack your bones, your neck bone, etc. I find it, very difficult to accommodate.
Someday we should invite someone to talk about men's mental health, because a lot of time,
mental health in general.
We specifically men's mental health, because we're men, and a lot of time, if you cry out as a man, you're seen as weak, and a lot of people they have nobody to cry out to.
Boy, but that barbaric way.
Andy.
Yeah, that choice of taking your life, I have a difficulty with that.
Oh, you singing so Lennox?
Huh?
Right.
Why?
You had a face that, I don't know, boy. Sometimes you're singing real nice and clean.
Let me take care of that.
Sometimes you're singing real nice and clean. All right, let me go to this thing here. All right, SRP facing kidnapping and false imprisonment charges. Right, let's go to this this part here. Let me see.
Charged follow Prince's town homing investigations conducted by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Services Special Victims Department. The part-time SRP constable, attached to the Mariah Police Station, was arrested on April 15th. He is facing charges of kidnapping, false imprisonment and common assault. Investigators said that on March 18th, the victim, who was in a common law relationship with the accused at the time, was walking along Village Street, Mount St. George, when the accused allegedly approached her in a motor vehicle. Police report that the accused then forcibly placed the victim into the vehicle against her will and restrained her using handcuffs. He allegedly drove her to a forested area off Dam Road, Mount St. George, where she was assaulted and threatened with a cutlass. The accused later released the victim and returned her to her residence. With Corporal James led the investigator. Tiernan compiled a file which was submitted to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions. Following legal advice, charges were laid against the suspect. Superintendent Darrell Ramdas, Assistant Superintendent Avril Francis and with Inspector Sukram Luton supervised and coordinated the operation. Deputy Commissioner of Police Natasha George, Assistant Commissioner of Police Richard Smith and Assistant Commissioner of Police Rishi Singh provided executive oversight.
Right, so that police officer, he get charged because he ex-woman or the woman leave him, so that is hurt there. And he pull she in, let she know what time it is, and now we get charged. Beat up the woman, and then thing. So let me hear where's the situation of the police officer that found dead. Before I even read it, it could be most likely hanging and them gonna think it's a East Indian. Besides that, he that horn thing, either he get horn, that what is make them think. Domestic family thing, that what they sang themselves for, or land, something dealing with land. They can't take that pressure. Horn and loss in land, they pop in their own neck. That is what the history. I'm not saying that I endorse that. So let me see if the pit bull right. Let me hear.
Undead at A special reserve police officer has been arrested and charged follow Prince's Town homing in S found dead in a suspected hanging at his Prince's Town home on Tuesday morning. He has been identified as Keston Steele, who was last attached to the St. Mary's police station. According to reports, officers from the Prince's Town police station responded to information received around 10:41 a.m. on Wednesday at a house along St. Julian Road. Upon arrival, officers met the officer's 21-year-old brother, who reported that he had gone in search of Steele around 10:20 a.m. but was unable to locate him inside the house. He said he then made checks around the property and went to the side, where he discovered Steele's body hanging from a tree. District Medical Officer Dr. Borkasoon later visited the scene, examined the body and pronounced death. She ordered its removal to the San Fernando General Hospital mortuary, where it is being kept pending a post-mortem examination. Crime scene investigators processed the area, while several senior officers, including Asp Chulan, Inspi Charles, Sergeant Singh, P.C. Samaru, P.C. Kisoon and P.C. Mohammed and officers from the St. Mary's and Prince's Town police visited the scene. Police also conducted inquiries at the officer's home, where items of state-issued equipment linked to the police service and cadet force were secured as part of ongoing investigations. Anyone experiencing emotional distress is encouraged to seek support through available mental health services or hotlines, including 800 COPE, 2673, 800.
Nice. Well, boy, I really don't know if that the ethnicity now, because I see here is Keston Steele. S-T-E-E-L-E.
I'm not certain if I saw the picture. I can't recall.
No picture. I ain't see no picture. The name now, I thought that I see a Ramkasoon or
the name doesn't suggest that is the ethnicity that you are saying is typically associated with that.
Yeah, the name suggests that. It suggests that. But if it's an African.
I want to give and make a case of, really looking at persons who might be able to assist men. I think Snipes has pounced on an important issue where we could probably assist men in particular, avoiding that kind of finality.
We will ask social development ministry to sponsor that, because man don't get nothing. Man does get advantage. And then when the woman and them horn them man and them so they can't take it. So if there's an African and himself there, most of the times with African actually hanging themselves, man, by dread horn boy. Horn, yeah, boy.
But of course there was another hanging, another suicide that was concluded. But of course it was one of the Caucasians, if you want to call it that. But it appears that it was about maybe business that might have gone sour.
Okay, could be business gone sour too.
So there are people who maybe, they are debt-ridden, their pride and, of course, having been very successful at one point in time, and then they find themselves on hard times, and as a consequence, they say, well, look, I done with that because the amount of embarrassment that I have to undergo, best I end it now. But again, if they get the right advice and maybe some of the things that would come out of such an arrangement that we are contemplating, and maybe they would avoid it and see that that is a challenge, and therefore life goes on.
Okay. So, boy, but why are you killing on yourself if it's business? If it's business, you kill yourself.
So there's all kinds of things that are happening in this society. But we have to go for the break, and when we come back, more, of course, and don't forget we have the 7 o'clock news as well to
Now we have to come back before we go for that news. Go for that break.
Okay.
The Trinidad and Tobago online arrival and departure card platform can be accessed at travel.gov.tt. It is free, convenient, and required information can be completed within a few minutes. Passengers must create an account using a valid email address to access the portal, which will be available 72 hours prior to travel. The online arrival and departure card is a mandatory declaration for all international passengers and replaces the former process of filling a paper form. To complete the online arrival and departure card, each traveler must have flight information, a valid passport, and must upload a picture of the passport biodata page. Receipts for immigration and customs containing a QR code will be generated upon submission. Download and save the receipts, which will also be sent via email. Edits can be made to the declaration prior to the day of travel. However, if any changes are required on the day of travel, passengers must complete a new online arrival and departure card. The QR code may be required before boarding and must be presented to officials upon arrival and departure. A transformative travel experience awaits. This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Weekdays 3 to 6 p.m. on Talk City 91.1 FM. Fast-moving headlines, live interviews, in-depth analysis of the issues confronting our nation. The Flagship with Sudath Prasad and Fritz Heavy Samuel. This is The Flagship. Real talk, real issues, real radio.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
Nice, it's 7 minutes to the hour to 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City, 91.1 FM. I see here to Guyana. Guyana is calling for, right, I have to get it here. Right, Guyana, address pass it to Guyana calling for the blockade on Palestine, on Palestine to be by Israel to be removed. I'm gonna get it back. Oh boy. All right. Ghana calls for
Israel,
end to Gaza blockade.
Hamas and Israel, they have a sort of ceasefire arrangement for 10 days.
Yeah, and so Guyana calls for the end to Gaza blockade. I wait, say it, boy. Let me just get it from
Gaza.
Speaking of Israel's blockade, with Minister of Human Services and Social Security Dr. Vindhya Prasad warning that armed conflicts such as the war in Palestine are disproportionately devastating women and girls. Addressing the second meeting of the Group of Parliaments in support of Palestine at the 152nd Assembly of the Inter-Parliamentary Union, IPU, in Turkey on Wednesday, Dr. Prasad said the escalating violence in Gaza is part of a wider global pattern in which women and girls bear the heaviest burden of war. With increased armed conflict in the world, more women and girls are killed, raped, starved, dehumanized and treated to the worst indignities, Prasad said.
You hear that? So that's why we need a program for man, you know. You notice don't the war woman are only rights, you know. But a real young boy
But that
rape and stab and
still mentioning Gaza, you know, Gaza has been totally decimated. In fact, Trump said that he wants to rebuild it and make it a tourist paradise. And of course, the Americans will determine who must come and who must go, in favor of the Israelis. So we have all that kind of madness. Nothing dissimilar to when he said that he wants to take over Greenland, and then he wants to, of course, make Canada the 51st, I believe, state of America. So we have these leaders of the world who
let's take that break, partner.
Saturated with power, and power, as they say, sometimes overwhelm people, and they say...
Let's go for that news.
Yeah, let's go for the news, and when we come back, more.
Good morning, this is your TTT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. As of now, no specific effective date has been announced for the replacement of opposition Senator Chanel John Bates on the Public Accounts and Administration Committee. According to multiple media reports, Parliament has already been notified, and the change is expected to be formally announced at the next sitting of the Senate, at which point the replacement would take effect. This comes after allegations that the senator assisted former Minister of Health Terence Yalsing review and edit his witness statement ahead of his appearance before the committee. The committee is examining the state's acquisition of pharmaceuticals as it relates to the current processes applicable to its importation and approval. On April 13th, the scheduled committee meeting was adjourned, with Chairman Jagdev Singh making a brief statement, apologizing to the public and noting something regrettable has happened, indicating he could not go into detail. The next PAAC meeting will be held on April 27th. In other news, 1 week after 7-year-old Angelica Sadie Jogi lost her life in a jet ski accident at Pigeon Point Heritage Park in Tobago, her body was returned to Trinidad on Wednesday night. This as members of the community continue to express grief, shock, and renewed calls for stronger safety measures at popular recreational sites. Her parents, Arnold and Salisha Jogi, and sister Angelina Sophie, traveled on the same flight, arriving at Piarco International Airport. Relatives say the grieving family did not return to their Barrackpore home upon arrival, as they accompanied the hearse to a funeral home in Pinal, where the child's body is being kept. An autopsy concluded that the 7-year-old died from multiple traumatic injuries sustained in the jet ski collision last week. Angelica's funeral is scheduled for Saturday. Trinidad and Tobago is leading the way in addressing the impacts of underwater noise in marine ecosystems. That's according to President of the University of Trinidad and Tobago, Professor Rian Miraj. He spoke at the launch of the introduction of the Underwater Radiated Noise Toolkit, a workshop being held at the UTT Chaguaramas campus.
Trinidad and Tobago's designation as the lead pilot country, and notably the only one in the Caribbean, is both a recognition of our capability as a country and a responsibility we must take very seriously.
Raj explains that the Underwater Radiated Noise Toolkit plays a significant role in the effort.
It is a mechanism designed not only to process parameters associated with underwater noise, but also to enable the mapping of underwater acoustic hotspots.
Director of Maritime Services at the Ministry of Works and Transport, Lieutenant Commander Ronald Alfred, says that while the maritime sector brings significant benefits, its environmental impacts must also be addressed. He noted, for example, that underwater noise from party boats, often overlooked, is a growing stressor that can disrupt marine life, particularly marine mammals. Switching to sports now, World Athletics has shut down Turkey's controversial government-backed recruitment scheme, blocking all 11 athletes who applied to switch allegiance, including 4 of Jamaica's own. Jaden Hibbert, Rajendra Campbell, Wayne Pinnock, and reigning Olympic discus champion Rohey Stoner will not be representing Turkey at LA 2028. The ruling was clear. Turkey wasn't building a team, it was buying one. The panel found that a government-owned club was signing overseas athletes to lucrative deals purely to switch their national representation ahead of the Games. World Athletics said this undermines the very principle that athletes should have a genuine connection to the country they represent. The 4 Jamaicans remain free to compete individually on the circuit, but will not wear Turkish colors at major championships. And that's what's making the news at this time. After the break, we return for hour number 2 of Trinidad and Tobago Today.
The plays that shake the arenas.
This is Talk City 91.1. Wake up to the issues that matter most on the Ground Report. Join Andy Williams and Lennox Smith every morning from 6 to 9 a.m. for real talk, real analysis, and real perspectives on the stories shaping our nation. News, current affairs, and voices from the ground, unfiltered and unapologetic. That's the Ground Report. Weekday mornings on Talk City 91.1, where the conversation begins.
Protect yourself from electric shock or death. Before conducting repairs close to overhead lines or the point of connection to your home, contact Tech to request a temporary disconnection. When driving tall vehicles, ensure they do not exceed 15 feet. Do not lift lines to allow vehicles to pass. When carrying out underground works, contact Tech's area offices to ensure there are no underground conductors and cables before digging. At Tech, safety is our priority. Tech, the power to make it work.
The plays that shake the arenas. The stories that move a nation.
Are we in for a super over? I've got to go quick! I've got to go quick!
From football to cricket, track to tennis, every win, every rivalry, every headline. This is where Trinidad and Tobago come for sports.
TTT Sports. Committed, accurate, relevant.
Every morning begins with a story. The headlines you need. The voices you trust. The conversations shaping our nation. Welcome to Trinidad and Tobago Today, where your day starts informed and inspired. News that matters to you. Conversations that spark new ideas. Stories that move Trinidad and Tobago forward. Tune in weekdays, Monday to Friday at 6 a.m. or join the conversation on any smart device at TNT Today Show. Trinidad and Tobago Today. Start here, exclusively on TTT.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, our doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile.
Police Credit Union. Your future is safe with us.
Voices you know, trust, and respect are the very best in talk. Talk City 91.1.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report. The Ground Report.
The government of Trinidad and Tobago is not closing down Petrotrin.
The Ground Report. The Ground Report.
I would think that there's been very clear that all the employees of Petrotrin will exit the company. All.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Bang, 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 bang.
We are back. Time check. It's 8 minutes past the hour of 7 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. As we was discussing there, the opposition senator that was pulled from the parliament, Magnolia inside how serious it is, and that is why I was mentioning why it is all right. Obviously, she was pulled because they see wrongdoing. And that is real witness tampering, that is real bacchanal thing, that is against the law. Why that file don't be sent to the commissioner or the police service or the DPP in order to start to proceed with charges on her for such doing. So before we go there, let me I want to play that for a little. Just now. So you all will understand even more what time it is. The madness. There is a wickedness. She's supposed to face the law. Always only for Lennox and me and all of we, so that's the thing I can't understand, you know. The law is only for we. Let me hear. Listen.
The pressure surrounding PNM Senator Janelle John Bates is intensifying. CNC3 News has been informed that on Thursday, the Public Administration and Accounts Committee will have an emergency sitting to discuss how it goes forward given what Senator John Bates is being accused of. Here's a refresher on the allegations. The committee, made up of government, opposition and independent members, is probing how the state acquires pharmaceuticals. The questions mostly cover the period where Terence Yalsing was health minister. Yalsing submitted a statement to the committee via a Word document. However, it appears that Senator John Bates, a member of the committee tasked with scrutinizing Yalsing, may have assisted him in drafting his statement. It seems as if Yalsing inadvertently let that slip because he submitted the wrong Word document version of his statement, which included track changes. Think of track changes like a digital pen that highlights every edit made so others can see exactly what was added or removed before the final version is saved. The document shows her name affixed to the changes she allegedly made to Dial Singh's statement. Here's one where the person named Janelle John Bates scratched off a few lines and offered some advice on what should be omitted from the witness statement. The other changes were allegedly made by Senator Faris Al-Rawi. The PNM senator's alleged conduct could amount to a contempt of parliament, misbehavior in public office, and breaches of privileges of parliament.
And how that file going to the DPP or the police, so that's it. Just suspension. Hey, you not in parliament again. Yeah, you could break the law. Yeah, you could commit fraud. Yeah, change up thing. Yeah. Your punishment. You would not be allowed to be in parliament again. First up. But boy, let me organize. Let me be a parliamentarian. Let me go and rob a bank. Win and make sure I get that $20 million. And then only must tell me my punishment must be I can't come back parliament again and let me get my million now, boy.
You know, it's a enigma. It's puzzling. It is almost incomprehensible. But you know, the principle is that Parliament regulates its own thing. No judge could come in. The judiciary can't come in. Not even the executive. They regulate their own thing. Once it's a parliamentary thing. So that that was committed by a sitting parliamentarian. So you understand the big difference. Now, if it was, let's say, a witness outside, take for instance, if they ask a particular individual to come and give evidence, they could, of course, initiate contempt of court as a stranger, somebody outside of Parliament, and so, of course, bring in the police and so on in order to force that person to do what that particular committee or that parliamentary committee has been pursuing. So you see, but in this case, is a sitting parliamentarian did it. So therefore, the principle is that Parliament regulates its own affairs. So it will generate the sanctions. It will say what should be done, what should not be done, based on precedent and other established rules that they would have.
Yeah, but would it have sending the document to the police?
Well, that to me, there is nobody knows that. That committee will have to decide on that. The committee that sits in emergency today will have to decide that.
And you know, if I do that now, as I say, go rob a bank, which only we can't do that. Remember, I breaking the law. I get away with nobody injured. I get away $20 million, and they end up finding out. And I store the money in the parliament. And then I organize and I get it out. They say, here it is. Contempt. You just can't sit in the parliament again, Pitbull. Go home with your 20. You don't have to face no consequences. Go with your 20 million. That is a good deal, boy. What? Parliament.
Well,
I want to be a politician, boy.
Has happened. This fella, the minister in the Ministry of Housing, Annie Roberts, remember he was subjected. There are a number of other persons who have been subjected, but at the end of the day, is a slap on the wrist, so to speak. They give you a suspension, possibly without getting your remuneration or your emoluments, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Trinidad and Tobago. Go ahead, caller. Morning.
Andy.
Good morning, caller.
Andy, good morning. Good morning. Andy,
yes.
This Bates woman, she broke every rule. She's a parliamentarian, a senator in parliament. She took an oath to go into office, right? She breached ethics and everything else with the inquiries. This woman, in the inquiries, I was watching, and that when JJ was asking questions.
But don't say this woman, say Miss Bates.
Okay, Miss Bates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miss Bates, when Jillian John was asking questions, she kind of overriding Jillian till Jillian have to put her in a place and say, your time will reach when you answer a question. You don't tell me how to answer my, how to ask my question and things like that. And then I have noticed that since Camille Regis Robinson had joined the committee of inquiries, I look at the last meeting, Bates, Camille saw, well, the cameraman showing how Jack, they watching them, Bates was whispering in Camille's ears. They keep doing that all the time while the inquiry was going on. Right? And I want to tell Miss Bates, I sounding like your former leader. You are a traitor, lady.
All right, thank you very much. Beulah. Oh boy, yes, she's a traitor. Let's continue.
Andy, good morning, buddy. Trinidad and Tobago. I want a question and ask, is it better but under the PNM or the UNC? I'm going to say something. The PNM was in power for 10 years, right? And they have, when the government came into power, they had million of further debt, right? $million of debt, at zero on account of the different places. They have zero on the different departments. I'm sympathize with the nurses of them want to get raised and want to get paid tests. The Comlax gave that since 2013, right? But you have to wait patient, man. You have patient. Everything will come into play. You know what I mean? Everything come into play, right? Give them a chance. Only in 1 year they over there, you know. And I should give them a chance. Let them do what they have to do, and everything will fall into place. You know, Kamala is a sympathized person. Everybody will get something in the food. She will supply them. You know, everybody will eat her food. You know what I mean? So I'll put it in your language. Everybody eat her food. Everybody will get something. You know, but it takes some time. You know. Remember when she come in the cabinet and have nothing. You know.
Andy, good morning. Andy Orlando. Andy, I finally get to see who is the woman and her name. I get to see her name and see who she is. I joined the election committee who broke protocol and helping the Minister of Health for the PNM to answer any question. Andy, I think they should remove her, replace her, get her out of the Senate, and get her away from everything. Because she is really not fit for the Senate. I mean, the PNM really is a disgraceful party. They really disgraceful. They don't even know how to follow protocol or how to follow order. They think they can do anything and get away. You know what? You need to put them in a place and you need to start locking them up. All right? Good morning, Lennox, Mike, Andy, and Snipes. You guys never want to fill it up.
Good morning to the Magnificent Tree. But if they have a contempt accord, they should have a contempt accord with what a woman do. You just can't say you're coming up something when you do something wrong. It must have a consequence. It must have a charge behind that. And if you can't have no charge behind that, well then when you're in parliament, you can kill a man and come out scot-free. Right? So I don't really believe that a person had to just remove a person when they do something wrong like that. If something wrong, they have to remove them from the senatorship. Christine Carroll is supposed to revoke that person's appointment. PNM had to look into that and make sure that happens. Otherwise, it's looking real bad for them. I'm going to say something about this URP thing, because the CPEC. What I'm going to say is that since I know myself, is the PNM what find CPEC workers, because I could remember when Kamala put a 3 more gang, when it had 3, make it into 6-star contractor, and put out $55 million more between the 2010 and 2015 when she was there. And when the PNM coming into power, they take out it from 6 and make it back down to 3. And I have unemployment, because from 6 to 3 must have unemployment. And before they leave office, or by me, cool, my here, I know that 3 come down to 1. If 3 come down to 1, and that means unemployment. So when the UNC come and shut it down, it's a small percentage, because it had a mass unemployment already, and nobody is saying nothing about it. And that's why they could say 30,000, 50,000, as they want to say, because it already had mass unemployment under the PNM. But as the saying go, nobody saying nothing about it. Now they're talking about the UNC, and that's what happened. But this.
Oh boy, we will continue those voice notes and take those calls in a little bit. Let's get down to business. What's the marks? What played yesterday? Did we have any winners? Yes. Courtesy.
Yes, indeed, of course. Good to see
company.
NLCB. This is the hour, or this is the moment when, of course, your marks are critical because we want, of course, to engage the company that loves to give money, NLCB.
So let's hear. Let's go through this quick. We want 4 calls, Trinidad and Tobago. Don't forget, we want 4 calls, 4 marks. I'm going to give you all a capiche mark, which is the extra mark to make 5. So far, people more winning with the Andes capiche, courtesy NLCB.
Yeah, especially when the mining mark and all.
They just had to mine it one day, just one day. 1 day after, 2 days after the mark and them coming.
Yeah, that would be the off day when none of them would have been called or played of the day before.
Yes. So let's take the
come.
first call. Morning caller, where are you calling from? What's your contribution? Well, not your contribution, huh? What's your mark for today?
Morning, gentlemen. NLCB call man tell me stop giving mark. Because I'm causing them to lose money. Remember I tell all the 23 is the mark yesterday?
Yeah, boy.
House, put the gamut in the house?
Yeah.
I tell all the 1 mark. I tell all the go and take out all the money. Go by the money lender.
Boy.
And go and pour all the money on 23 and buy house and land everything yesterday. All the feel I was joking.
You know,
Let me give all
I didn't get to play no vex.
All the feel it is joke. And then the day before, I give all the 11, 16,
me one
play 3 times. All right, today they're jumping out with our 14. 14 and our backup mark is 15. 15 is Sycoman, 28 is Blood, monthly business with them 15, Sycoman with the Blood, but jump out with the 14 this morning. 14. Have a good day, gentlemen.
All right.
Money in all your pocket.
Oh, God, boy. Yeah. Hey, a vex boy, I should have win that mark in truth, boy. That man said take out everything. Go take out with all your money. Bet on that mark. Oh my gosh, I know a lot of people win. I'm sure that mark really played yesterday.
Well, of course, many of them would have been studying if suppose they didn't win.
Boy, let me go to the next mark here again. Go ahead, caller. Morning. Where calling from? What's your mark this morning?
Boy, I agree with them, PowerPoint, but the mark I really like today is 12.
12.
I will say.
Where's 12?
12, like 12 is king.
And why? Why you like 12 today?
Because they could say kingfish.
Kingfish?
You understand?
But London?
Yeah, kingfish.
London?
No, well, that's why they are taking the fish now.
Oh,
because
they
cheaper
fish
now.
now. Oh, so they will buy fish now because it's cheaper.
Oh. Yes.
It's amazing how these logic just appear to justify a particular number and its symbolism. It's very, 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 very amazing.
What shucks, boy, the man say.
Thank you, boy. Thank you. I mean,
The man said
king, and then he say fish. He related that with fish, and we can give no reason why. But here he comes up. He say it's because it don't have fish. No. The ordinary person like me who looking for a reason can't see it. But then he comes and say there's no fish, so therefore it's kingfish.
And it makes sense.
Yeah, we call London and kingfish get cheaper, so you can eat fish now. I can understand that.
Yes.
He created a reason.
Well done. Any port for a storm. I hear you.
We love it. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh boy, so that's 14 so far. 12. So 14, 12. Oh
Let's
boy.
take one here.
Go ahead.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, morning. The mark today is 25.
Why? 25. Tell us why.
That is our next money mark too, you know.
Right, well, tell us. You have to explain to me why 25. Why? We want to see what you see. We had to be the man.
Man says a money mark. He says a money mark.
Wait, let me hear.
People getting paid.
Huh? Fortnight people getting paid?
Fortnight people get paid.
Oh, it's fortnight.
Yes, he's a money mark. Yeah.
Okay, and people
That's
getting...
a money mark too.
All right.
33 is a money mark too.
We like that. Yeah.
All right, so
Thank
25.
you.
Because it's fortnight, people getting paid. So that is the next logic of why you had to pay 25 earlier. It's fortnight and people getting paid.
We'll take it from your side.
You're taking it on my side? All right. What do we want? One more mark. Come on, only one more. Oh boy. Let me go to the number now, man. For those of you that now joining us with a segment sponsored by NLCB.
Like them people have enough money out.
Right, let's take one here.
We'll take one here. You take that one here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I like old lady.
Why? I like to hear why, you know, boy. I don't know what in his dream.
Some old lady didn't come for a while.
Right, so the old lady
didn't come for a while.
Right, she didn't come for a while. So like she, what about, all right, but what about, although she didn't come for a while, where you see, where is he capit? What make you like this old woman now?
Old lady or career.
Old lady what?
Old lady or career.
Okay.
But I prefer old lady.
Right, but all right, but where you dream she or you just minding she because she didn't come for a while?
No, I ain't dream she. I ain't dream she. I just like she.
Oh, you just like that old woman? Well, all right, he display mark because when he see old woman that he like, he display them.
Old woman we taking home.
But the man says she ain't come for a while, so he probably missing her. So
let's come.
I hear you.
Andy, your capiche.
Oh boy, well boy, they say 14. They say 12. Then they say 25. They say that is some money because it's fortnight. The 12, the man say, that king, you know, but I don't know how king end up a kingfish. And his length and fish gone down. Boy, the man like he baffle he. They end up saying no, old woman, because he taken home old woman and she ain't come for a while. We know if he check she for a while, where we just like old woman, because they say old woman is what the handbag. They say young girl have nothing. Yeah. So today, you're shooting the pit bull. I still ain't get a 11 yet, you know, you. That 11 get to play with yet? The Kobo play with yet? But here I go then. I will go with the next money because somebody don't have the 14. So I'll cover the next money. 33 they say is the next money.
Yeah.
33 is the next money.
Yeah, 33.
Yeah, because at about time we get some that 14 play money. We want money. Next time I'll go with that belly because I find that 6 sleeping. The amount of pregnant women that are all over there, especially them Venezuelan and them, they taking away all Trinidadian women mixing in the hospital and all the resources, only making children. And Trinidadian women, like, they stop making children. They say Trinidadian man ain't good, they didn't want to mind the children and all kind of thing. You know. So tomorrow, Monday, I got to get a mark. Man that don't like to mind children, Venezuelan woman making all the babies, and the resources of Trinidad and Tobago people, see now in the hospitals, 25% are going towards Venezuelan or foreigners. It is what it is. Well, all right, so that's my mark. That's the marks for today. So, Trinidad and Tobago, we go for a quick break. Hey, no, you had to tell me yesterday, man. We saw the 23 play. We had to let me know what else played, what played. Courtesy
So
NLCB.
yesterday went as followed. Our first mark that came in was 23. The second mark was 21. Then we had 26. And of course, the fourth mark was 29.
What
our
we
winning
played?
numbers yesterday,
Yeah.
the first winning number was 23.
Yes.
So the first mark came in is the first mark that came yesterday in the winning numbers. Then we had 34, followed by 7, and at 7 p.m. we had 28.
28 as well.
I believe it's fish.
Fish.
I'll tell you.
So if the fella that played that fish yesterday, for the fella who the king, if the king that played that fish yesterday, he'd eat well. Because he'd have more money to buy plenty more kingfish.
Well, the fish came, so he put king on it, and now it's kingfish.
See what I tell you?
So Tobago, we go for a break and come back.
So he's calculating from the last winning number to find his number for today.
Well then what all of them will do now, because all marks are out today, they go in and play. We go in and have a winner. So how will they now calculate the man and how and the frequency in which he played? Meaning
And that's what the capiche is. The capiche is the frequency in which he plays. So some people would get a dream, some people would see something in the road, some people will calculate from the last winning number and keep following their story as they go along. Some people would play the line, the 8 line, the 7 line, the 6 line, whatever the case may be. So that's what
but anybody consider that the man might think we're winning too much from the ground report segment and decide to do something else, you think?
Well, if we
because it's a company that love to give money.
If in the matrix we totally exclude the man and said that it's the machine, then we have a problem.
Then you know what it is? Well, then we have to organize and continue to play. Let's go for that break and come back. When we come back, more right here on the Ground Report. We'll be back.
Hey Trisha, I ain't seen you in a while. How business going?
Boy, business real slow these days, you know, and advertising expensive.
You for real? You ain't hear about SBP?
What is that?
Small Business Package. You can advertise your business on radio. They cater for your budget.
You serious?
Yes, girl. Them fellows are Next 99.1, Sweet 100.1, and Talk City 91.1. Real bigging up your thing.
What? No way. Tell me where, when, and how.
Call 622-4141. That number is 622-4141. And for more information, you can email tttsales@ttt.co.tt.
I heading down Marfal Road now. That song ain't too good to be true.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, or what doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile.
Police Credit Union. Your future is safe with us.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
You can listen on Talk City 91.1 FM and stay connected on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok, wherever you are.
This is Destra. Right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Nice. So let's continue Trinidad and Tobago. Let me just finish off some. We are back. Let me just finish off some quick voice notes there, man. Hey, Ravi from let me say postman.com morning. And Ravi, a pleasant good morning to you. It have been long. What you wanted to give a mark over? Still call me. I can give me the mark, you know, Ravi. Ravi, Lennox Smith, we partner Ravi like he lock on. You wanted to organize a get in for that mark, boy.
I mean, there is Monday.
You can get in Monday to play that, man. Ravi, you're calling after the program, boy. I'll call you after the program. Or if you want to make a contribution, you're calling, man. Call in.
I also see that the Prime Minister has escalated, of course, her discontentment with CARICOM. She extended, of course, her what I consider to be venom to foreign ministers who she considered to be cowards that would not certify or ratify that WhatsApp was issued the morning of that retreat that says that foreign ministers, put another way, only heads of government should be at that meeting.
Hey,
go ahead.
Go ahead, Rafi.
Gentlemen, my mark today is 27 months 35. Snake in the Balize. Bless.
All right, Rafi.
Somebody I'm sure will consider that.
Yeah.
And add that to the mix.
Yeah,
of marks that they would play today. Yeah.
Ravi said 27 and 35 years. Snake in the Balize. Oh boy.
Yeah, so the Prime Minister is, and she had some very uncomplimentary remarks as well.
Talking about these venues and them and making babies. I happened to go a Wednesday by the Princeton Health Pharmacy to collect my medication. And whilst I was there, not that I was minding people business, I don't do that, but that was maternity day that Wednesday. And here, Andy, every 5 women there going into the clinic, 3 of them is Spanish. And they have the husband or the male folk with them, and they have the children hanging along the dress tail. And Andy boy, this is certainly clogging up our health system. And the government has to take a profound look at this and see how they could get these people back into the country. Okay, thanks.
President, good morning, Mike, Lennox and Andy. Well, Andy, Lennox, you know if that shoes was on the other foot, where this woman went and do this thing, change up things and put things on, and they send the wrong information across for everybody to see. You know what that take place, right? And also is a snap election, eh? But now it's on the next foot now, everything is okay. So maybe condone these kind of behavior or something and just get rid of them people. You understand? If guys that was the best and the best is good. All less for the rest of them that coming in. All right, blessings everyone.
Good morning, Andy. Mr. Lennox. What I saying on this whole thing with this General John Bates, right? I think it was God divine intervention that delisting Senate so that we would know what she would have been doing all this time. Andy, I am very sure that was not the first time that she might have coached a witness, because just looking how she was trying to correct Miss Jolene John, I say to myself, but something wrong with this woman, I just couldn't put my finger on it, right? And now we see it now, what she would have done with Mr. Delising. I am sure she might have done it already, and through this time she get exposed through the divine intervention by God, and this is showing you understand that any other person that the PNM want to recommend they're doing, you have to look out for them doing that same thing. And therefore, in my opinion, it puts that process under a bit of a scrutiny, because you can't trust these PNM. You can't trust them, right? Because they're trying to protect themselves. You understand? The code musu keeping each other secret. That is what they're doing. You can't trust them, right? And any other body coming after, you have to look out for that. All right, thanks.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Yeah, good morning again, Andy and Lennox and everybody in the chat. Yeah, man, give Kamala a chance. Give me a Kamala a chance. She will everybody will get something, man. Everybody will get something, you know. Give her a chance and see how things go. Right? You know, everybody will get what they deserve, you know. So, you know, the opinion was 10 years. And don't forget what Raleigh said. You will get your back pay and your money raised, and you will lose your job. Just remember that phrase that he used, okay? I know everybody understand. I'm not calling names. All right? So, be aware of that. You know, Kamala did not say that. You all will get something. Everybody will get something. You know? All right? Begin.
Andy, good morning to you, Lennox, Mikey, Nigel, and to everybody out there. Andy, I hope you said good morning to all the mendicious mendicants out there this morning, right? We can't leave them out, you know. You still have to acknowledge them, let them know that they're sitting there now because of their mendicious ways. Anyway, Andy, I agree with you. Your actions have consequences. Taking her out of the PAC committee, the Public Accounts Committee, is not enough. Because Faris was not sitting on that committee, and yet so she and Faris, right, changed the statement. That is illegal, that is wrong, that is corrupt, right? And as Lennox rightly say, Rowley just used to brush them off and switch them from one ministry to the next. But you see, in Mrs. Prasad Bissessa's first incarnation as Prime Minister, Rowley every Monday morning, this one had to go and she used to listen to them. Rowley never did that in 2015, and we saw it with Darrell Smith and the sexual harassment. Our tax money was paid. To settle that, right? We saw it with Camille Robinson Regis and the handbag money, Marley McDonald and the Invisible Community Center, a lot of things, and Faris with the alleged witness tampering with Vincent Nelson and the sale of the 2 cars. We saw it. Rowley never moved anybody, and Penny's coming to do the same thing. What examples are you setting for the children when you all do wrong and you all don't suffer the consequences? She should have been removed. She and Faris should have been removed from the Senate. I find the Speaker of the House should write the President asking them, it's all well and good that you go to the committee, but she's still sitting there to do wrong things again. She's still sitting there. And while we're on the subject, Andy, I don't know if you have played my voice note or anything over the past couple of days, because yesterday I was not here to hear anything. So I just want to step back a little bit to what you were talking about. Parents should be charged for children being delinquent. I agree, but to a certain extent. I will repeat what I said. If it is that there is proof that the parent couldn't handle the child and was trying to seek help, you don't charge that parent. But if it is the parent were encouraging the child, like how we have some parents that want to call here, right, and stink at people, right, about who wash off and who ain't wash off and this, that, and the other, right? I had to bring in that because children are listening. You know, it's when only other people talking, they know children are listening. But when they are saying it, and the children listening, and the children can one day tell the teacher the same thing, they should charge all of them. And I want to say, maybe if some parents like Pamela Gillard parents were charged for their children's bad behavior, Pamela wouldn't be a bully on the chats today, bullying everybody and calling them every animal name in the kingdom. Right? Action's supposed to have consequences. You do wrong, you pay the price for it. You pay the ultimate price.
Well said.
They cannot be allowed to be getting away with this nonsense all the time. Look at what Forrest did with Vince Nelson, and all he was doing was shifted out of the AG's office into local government. What example are they setting? The children, all they could continue doing wrong and all they will get away with it. That is what. Thanks a lot for listening to me. Take care.
We go for a quick break and come back. When we come back, we have some other voice notes to finish off. We'll be back on the #1 program right here on Talk City. The Ground Report.
More news, more access, more ways to stay informed. TTT News covers the stories that matter on air and online. Join us nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Trinidad, are you ready? So Trinidad, are you ready? No. By public demand, coming to Sapa, Laugh Till Your Belly Bust Part 2. This is the encore. In partnership with Talk City 91.1 FM and TTT Limited, Sunday, 17th May, showtime, 6 p.m. sharp. Come see Victor St. Louis Feld and all his funny friends.
I tell a man the other day, I say, I is the smartest man in the world. He said, how so? I say, ask me any question and I could answer it. He said, how much seconds in a year? I said, 12 seconds. He said, how? I said, January 2nd, February 2nd, March 2nd.
Get it, superstar.
Hey, one of my neighbor girl horn him. The man run and drink poison, boy, he dead. You know why? He drink it in the living room.
Louis Spider-Man Antoine, Andrew Friday, The Saint.
I'm trying to play hide and seek in the hospital, but they only keep finding me in ICU.
Added to the cast, Damian Melville and Paniska is back. Get your tickets now. General tickets are priced at $200, VIP $350, and Legend Sports Bar, 22 Agar Road, Point Fortin. Senga's Restaurant, number 65, High Street, Safari, opposite Massey Stores. Dev's Barbershop, Cookier, Pies Bar, Maraval Road, Joanne's Bar, Los Charros, and IslandEtickets.com. It's happening on the 17th of May at 6 p.m. sharp. For more information, call 358-5001. Love till your belly busts.
Join Roland Stewart on Beyond the Limits, airing on Talk City 91.1 FM from 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Monday to Thursday. The show focuses on awareness, inclusion, and empowerment for persons with disabilities, including amputations, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, and intellectual disabilities. Tune in and be part of the conversation that's changing mindsets and breaking barriers.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, Trinidad and Tobago. Again, let me acknowledge all my maxi taxi drivers, PH drivers, bus drivers, truckers, all my drivers. You know, I've each and every one of you all interests at heart. A pleasant good morning to you all, my drivers.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Nice, let's continue with the #1 program of those voice notes. You can always send your voice notes Trinidad and Tobago at 394-4911 or at 366-3053, 366-3053. The numbers to get into Talk City, 622-4911, 622-4911. Or you can also call us in the studios of Real Media TT at, oh boy, let me get that here quick. Wow, at a 225-6644, 225-6644 or 239-5120, 5120. Let's continue. Let's continue. Those voice notes here quick.
Adi, good morning again. Adi, it's not, I heard that about too. It's not the law intervention or divine check, whatever she said. It's the story that the PNF senators, the PNF parliamentarians, the PNF supporters, they are not smart. And that prove it, they are not smart. They might be book smart, but they're not common sense smart. That's why they run on the country. They might have a degree, which I don't know where they get it, maybe they buy it, but they're not smart. Look at the answering. Not smart at all. Right? Manen, not smart. Dolly, not smart. You might have a degree, but it's not smart. That's to tell you why the country run down. Later.
Morning, everybody here. And I understand your frustration with the senators seeming to not have any consequence for actions, and in general, parliamentarians. But you have to understand what Parliament is. Parliament is supposed to be a place you write law and conduct oversight and debate issues of the day, representing the country. The two houses, we have two houses, the lower house and the upper house. The lower house we call the House of Representatives, but that comes from the English House of Commons or Commoners, right? That's where law starts. However, and think about it, if you are there in Parliament, you are not supposed to be representing yourself. You are representing the people. So you cannot be held responsible. You cannot be locked up because in theory, you're supposed to be pretty much speaking for the people or doing things in there for the people, all right? The Senate, the upper house, that comes from the British House of Lords, right? These are supposed to be the brightest minds of Britain, or otherwise the experts, right? Who will offer advice. The word often used in our system is that the Senate is a place of reflection, meaning when the House of Commons, the commoners, come up with a law, that law may not have all the ingredients because they are commoners. I'm speaking exactly how it was intended. Don't think I'm being elitist, because that came from commoners. We need to make sure it's okay. And we do that by asking the advice of experts. That's what the upper house is. The House of Lords, we call it the Senate here, right? If you hold the senators or in any way suggest to them that any of their work that they are doing in advising the nation can land them in prison, then they're not going to advise correctly. They're going to advise what they think will keep them out of prison, right? That was the original intentions of Parliament. Of course, it's been corrupted. The House of Representatives do not represent the people out here. And I have suggested for a long time. How? Because two mega parties cannot represent all the different interests and ideology of the different groups out here. I've suggested that you need proportional representation in the House of Representatives. And the Senate doesn't really function as a place of advice, right? It functions as a battleground for the war that would have begun in the lower house between two mega parties, right? So these senators and MPs, they have never, I don't think our system has ever functioned in the way intended, right? It just is a battleground for two mega parties. And this incident with this senator tampering and making sure that her side is taken care of is proof of it.
Morning, Pitbull, Lennox, Snipe, Trinidad and Tobago. Yeah, let me get my 2 cents here. You know, I want to say good morning to those workers who apprehend that person, those 3 pests, what was going to rob that man. I see yesterday, the man, an old man was painting in a ladder, right? And the fellas and them pull him down from the ladder and trying to take his gold chain. But the workers in Sawa, they run down some of them, right? And think good morning to the TTPS crew. They catch 2 of them on the bus route. These persons them must be held accountable when they go before the court. The magistrate should bat them for 6. You know, I want to say, put in my 2 cents with the CARICOM issue, right? Over the years, right now, CARICOM is a storm in a teacup, right? Over the years, it had good leaders. It have particular ones. It still have good ones, but over the years, they stay in a ring. This ring is well organized by the underworld. It's with drug trafficking, right? Gun smuggling, money laundering. This is a big business and it's $1 trillion underworld empire, right? You scratch my back, I scratch your back, right? This is what is going on in this in one hand clap, right? Now, when good leaders stand up for democracy and talk for the right, persons have issues. We in Trinidad and Tobago is not a ATM machine. Over the years, we leaders and them, right, give money, billions of dollars, just giving it away. And we in this country, the citizens in this country, we have issues, we have serious issues. And our little birdie did whisper to me over the years when it have certain leaders was giving money to certain leaders, like if they give them $1,000, right? They just use $1 from that $1,000 to help their country, and the next $999, the 2 other particular leaders, they share it up. This is corruption to the highest level, right? We must bring equity, transparency, and accountability with our CARICOM leaders in this country, right? They want people to stay like a mute. We have to stand up for our rights, man. Enough is enough.
Nice. Time check. It's 2 minutes to the hour. To 8 o'clock. Lennox Smith. Indulge yourself. You heard a lot of voice notes. Very
interesting, of course, commentary by the various voice notes, and all of which must be engaging the attention of the society, particularly those who are in decision-making process. All of us are being, of course, stakeholders on this socio-economic and psycho-cultural society or structure called Trinidad and Tobago. So very interesting. But as I was indicating, the Prime Minister has escalated the situation with CARICOM, claiming that is an oystered group of individuals who believe that they are law unto themselves. We had said that from the beginning, so it's nice to know that that is coming out via officialdom, and you can't be more official than the Honorable Prime Minister. And she was, of course, claiming that the foreign ministers of the various CARICOM countries are cowards, because here it is, you had this WhatsApp that was sent to our foreign affairs minister, Honorable Sobers, who was in effect disinvited from the recruit or the retreat that was supposed to have selected or elected Ms. Barnett. And of course, we learned too that the letter that was sent to the Prime Minister by the chairman for the Prime Minister of St. Kitts was penned by Barnett and not by him. He probably just signed.
Okay, let's get that 8 o'clock news, Trinidad and Tobago, right here on Talk City.
Good morning. This is your TDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. Making the news at this time. Senator Janelle John Bates, a member of the Public Administrations and Appropriations Committee, is expected to be replaced. Questions have been raised regarding Senator John Bates' actions regarding the examination of evidence, which is expected to come before the said committee. Political analyst Dr. Mokesh Basdeo outlined the position against the senator.
She is a member of the committee, and the evidence that is in the hands of the chair and other members of the committee is that she aided and she was part of the process of reviewing evidence statement to be submitted by a person to appear before the committee.
The PAAC is currently making inquiries into the state's acquisition of pharmaceuticals, particularly focusing on procurement by the Ministry of Health and National Insurance Property Development Company Limited, NIPDEC.
That has brought into contention whether there were breaches in the standing orders of the Parliament, whether it is quite clear that it is unethical. But the question now is whether there were specific standing orders of the Parliament that was breached. Now, this committee is a joint select committee where it comprises of both members of the House of Representatives and the Senate.
In other news, the Tobago Divisional Task Force is continuing its crackdown on criminal activity across the island, following an early morning raid in Mason Hall. The targeted operation was conducted between 3:15 and 4:15 on Tuesday morning along Belmont Farm Road within the Scarborough Police District. Acting under the State of Emergency Powers regulations, officers moved in based on intelligence suggesting the possible storage of illegal firearms, ammunition, and narcotics at the location. During the search, police recovered a significant sum of cash. One individual was arrested and is currently assisting investigators as inquiries continue into the origin and total value of the money. Police say the exercise forms part of intensified efforts to target priority offenders, disrupt criminal networks, and strengthen safety and security throughout Tobago. And captain of the Trinidad and Tobago senior women's football team, Kenya Cordner, is calling on members of the public to come out and support the team this evening in their must-win home clash versus El Salvador at the Hazley Crawford Stadium this evening, with kickoff set for 6 p.m. TNT currently sits second in Group F, meaning nothing less than a victory will do if they are to advance to the CONCACAF Women's Championships and keep their hopes of reaching the 2027 FIFA World Cup alive.
Support would be tremendously overwhelming because we need that. Because for the past years, the women's program has never had that kind of support. And for that support to come in the public eyes tomorrow, it will be great for us to get over the hurdle that we need tomorrow.
And that was your TDT News Update. I'm Carrie Roberts. From the entire team here, have a great day.
That was TDT News on Talk City 91.1 FM.
A new agricultural project is promising support for poultry, livestock, and food processing sectors through data gathering and large-scale production of soybeans, corn, and black-eyed peas. Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, Senator the Honorable Ravi Ratiram, speaking at the launch of a pilot program to produce these crops, explains its importance.
These crops sit at the nexus of food security, industrial demand, and import substitution. Soybean is a critical industrial crop. Its dual output of soybean oil for human consumption and soybean meal for animal feed place it at the center of both food and livestock value chain. Local production represents a direct intervention in a system that's historically been entirely import-driven. Corn is equally significant. It is the primary energy component in livestock feed, accounting for more than half of poultry feed formulations. Here in Trinidad, poultry is one of our #1 protein source, where we consume over something like 44 million birds on an annual basis. Poultry production remains one of the most important sources of affordable protein in Trinidad and Tobago. Strengthening domestic corn production has immediate implication for feed costs, livestock productivity, and consumer price. Whereas black-eyed peas sustain domestic food supply while supporting sustainable production systems as well. Already embedded in local consumption pattern and the school feeding program, which is the black-eyed peas, expanding local production enhances both availability and dietary resilience.
This step by the government takes this country closer to food security, sustainability, and sovereignty.
Food security ensures consistent access to sufficient, safe, and nutritious food. But for food sovereignty, it goes further. It is about our capacity to define our own agricultural system, to produce what we consume, and to reduce our exposure to external shocks beyond our control. It is about stability, it is about control, and it is about national self-determination.
Minister Ratiram says this project is not just an experiment, but the foundation for a scalable, evidence-based model that will guide future agricultural expansion.
At its core, this initiative is about reclaiming control of our food system, moving from dependency to self-determination, from vulnerability to resilience, and from consumption-driven policies to production-led development.
Minister of Agriculture, Senator the Honorable Ravi Ratiram, speaking at the launch of the pilot program for local production of soybeans, corn, and black-eyed peas. The minister announced Cabinet's multi-sectoral support for the move as the government continues its commitment to strengthening national resilience through sustainable agriculture.
This was a production of the Information Division, Office of the Prime Minister.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked! This is Destra. Right now you're listening to Talk City 91.1. Keep it locked.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We are back. Time check. It's 7 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. And you're listening to the Ground Report right here on Talk City 91.1 FM. So before we open the lines, Lennox Smith, and take some more, take some calls and then take some voice notes. What else is on the front burner there?
Well, clearly, we have not touched on some of the issues that are making the news at this time, or made the news for the week. Of course, the Minister of Finance is abroad, and he did give a speech to the relevant, should I say, multinational agencies that are responsible for dealing with the finances of the world, talking about World Bank and the IMF. So we have had that. So we want to, I'm sure that he would have gone there as well, as a prelude to the mid-year review. So one expects that when he returns, he will be fully accurate and, of course, apprised as to what has to be done. We know that there is the situation with the nurses, which we did not touch much on this week either, in terms of their quarreling, and have expanded, of course, their original discontent from overtime and the reduction in two contexts: reduction of the per hour rate and reduction in terms of the actual price that is being paid for overtime, from $75, I believe it is, to $60. And then, of course, we have the situation where the leadership of the nursing fraternity, as far as their representation is concerned, talking about shutting down, in essence, the system, and of course denying certain accusations such as the withdrawing or the holding of keys to access a certain medicine at the various institutions. So all of that, and of course it has morphed and mushroomed into terms and conditions of work, hospital physical conditions, equipment, and all of that. So I think this week has been a very active one. The politics, as far as the politics is concerned, well, Stuart Young and I think No Brega were at it. No Brega talking about the situation with respect to local government and the lack of funding, particularly to PNM regional corporations. So we have that as well. And of course, Stuart Young, I believe, frankly, songing not too accurate with what he is saying, because he seemed to be to-ing and fro-ing. He started off by saying that the over $3 billion that would have been accrued by NGC did not, suggesting that it did not exist, even though the announcement was made by the Prime Minister, simply because the accounts was not yet audited, and therefore it could not be. But then he went on in the same breath to say that the monies that the Prime Minister announced that the NGC made is as a result of the PNM putting certain mechanisms in place. He has nothing to do with, of course, the Ukraine war and the consequence for increased oil and gas prices resulting from the activities in the Middle East. So he just went on to say and take credit for the increase. So we have that kind of what I consider incongruent sort of position where you're saying one thing and then you're saying something different and contradicting yourself. I think in a state, as the PNM is, in a state of total discombobulation. Yes, meaning confusion. Yes.
Oh boy. Well, all right.
Yeah, so those are some of the issues, yeah.
What we're going to do is open the lines. Yes, we're going to open the lines down for the callers. We play the voice notes. You can always send some more voice notes by the time Trinidad and Tobago. Oh, but before I play, before I open the line, I just have one more voice note to play.
And don't forget, people, of course, the word of the day challenge is at 50 minutes past, so we just have about five more minutes.
Right. So
thereabout. So
after this voice note.
Get your dictionaries out. And of course, get that word and get it here to us. Yes, go ahead, Andy.
But again, so you all touched on the Middle East and global affairs, about what's going on in Gaza blockade and Iran and what Trump is doing. I guess it's basically Trump you're talking about, because he dabbled with Canada and Greenland. And you see, if you don't like the guy, you're not going to be able to see what he's doing. If people, and a lot of people have grievance around the US and and all of that, so they don't see what is happening in the world today. The world is being reformed in a very fundamental way. The New World Order is being dismantled. That was basically globalization. The Western world decided to sacrifice its intellectual property to China to use slave labor to make cheap goods to then ship back to the Western world while being protected by the US Navy. That is globalization. Donald Trump is dismantling that. He's dismantling it because the Chinese began to overreach beyond that deal, what their role in the deal was, and there were active efforts to destroy the West from within, ably helped by the Russians, the Iranians, and the Venezuelans. And you might think, what that have to do with we? We was right in the middle of it, because we were smuggling Venezuelan oil, and we were allowing Iranian tankers to pass through our waters. And what's going on in the world today generally would benefit Trinidad and Tobago, not even in the long run, in the very short run. Because the closing of the Strait of Hormuz, which was exactly the plan. A lot of people are saying Donald Trump is stupid. But look at what's lining up. If, again, I just laid out to you what I think the goal of his mission is, what he's doing, the things he's doing. But look at what's happening. All of a sudden, you have China buying oil from the United States of America, as ridiculous as that sounds, right? That's not an accident. What he said regarding the Canadian being the 51st state, and Lennox talked about it like if he was being bellicose. No, he understands the global press hates him. So he says things that will cause an uproar. But guess what? Canada is going to be breaking up very soon. Alberta is going to pull away from the union. They have already begun the process. And 2 other states on the western side of Canada, Saskatchewan, right, is one of them. So Donald Trump is playing a game of chess, and everybody else is playing checkers. He's playing moves way ahead, and they're not seeing it because they don't like him. But the whole world order is being dismantled to be rebuilt. But how you want to look at that is up to you. But don't allow yourself to not see it just because you don't like this one and you don't like that one.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
And right before Trinidad and Tobago, we go for the word of the day. Don't forget on Real Talk this morning, taking in front. Real Talk, taking in front. Yes, with Officer Shabadi. Yes. He's going to be interviewing today retired Inspector Pedro Lezama of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Band. So you all stay tuned for that next big program at midday with Officer Shabadi, which is take in front before in front take you. Meaning deal with the situation before it arises. And that's what his program is about. So go ahead, don't forget to log on at 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. Taking in front with Officer Derek Shabadi. And today his invited guest.
Let me also mention, Andy, that it's an opportunity for people to get to know some of our unsung heroes. Some of the people that really did well for the nation and continue to do well, you know, but you don't hear about them in the forefront. You know, we have heroes that you don't hear about, and for some reason, Mr. Shabadi finds them and he gets them on the air so that people could become acquainted with the things that they have been doing over the years, the things that you don't see but you benefit from.
And it's commendable. Somebody has to do that because you need to make certain that these people die with the information.
Yes, yes. Well, Lennox. Oh boy.
Well, on this program, but I think his is focused on that, which of course is commendable. We are much more versatile in terms of the various topics that we will focus on, nestled in sometimes politics, sometimes social issues, cultural issues. Very little, of course, in terms of music and so on, but certainly we do it as well. But
my first caller.
And station as well.
Yes,
go ahead,
first caller for the word of the day. Before you give that word of the day, I want to go back on yesterday, all right, because I really was caught when it come into diversification and decentralization, right? And we don't know decentralization. It's like, for instance, having a lot of branches all over the place, different branches all over the place. So it's for a lot of people. And we know diversification.
What Andy? A comment, good boy.
Yeah, it's moving from oil to gas to cocoa to coffee. Instead of maxi and taxi and all them things, you go to train, you decentralize the transport, the transportation situation in Trinidad and Tobago. So that was good. That was good. So those two words there marinated in my mind since yesterday. The diversification was always there, but the decentralization hit me. Bam! And that's what we want. And the reason for that is people accustomed over the years calling on the ground report, talking about it only have one passport office, so, and that'll go so far, and it only have one fast station there, and the people quite so can't get there, and complaining. One office too. If you want to find out certain things, like for instance, Trinidad and Tobago need not diversification, but decentralization based on Tobago. A lot of Tobagonians have to come Trinidad in order to get certain documents, in order to do certain things. They have no choice but to come Trinidad. And we are calling on the government of Trinidad and Tobago to put things in place What's the word again, Lennox? To do what when it comes to Tobago and Trinidad?
To decentralize operations, whether it be to get a birth certificate, whether it's land, whether, of course, some of these services that seem to be focused in Trinidad, let it be also be in Tobago so that you avoid the inconvenience that it would normally cause.
Nice. Go ahead and Brong here. What's your word for today?
A pleasant good morning, Andy, Mr. Lennox, and Director Smith.
Good morning to you.
My word of today is postulate. Postulate. It's a verb.
It's a verb.
Repeat it again. PROS.
Tulate.
Postulate. The postulate. So like
stay on the line, Miss Brown, in case you get it wrong.
Yeah. And we missed you, so stay right there. We missed you yesterday. Postulate.
I've been calling, and you all didn't take my call 2 days.
Oh, sorry about that. To genuflect to no.
All right, Mr. Lennox.
To guess.
To
postulate.
Something.
To assert, yes, that's right, yes. Postulate.
An idea or a theory, especially
that's right,
in order
yes,
to start
postulate, yes.
or to continue a discussion.
All right, let's hear it again. Wait, before I go, let's hear it again because I want everybody to hear that listening. Go ahead. The meaning?
To suggest something such as an idea or a theory, especially in order to start a discussion or to continue a discussion.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Next caller, a pleasant good morning to you. What's your word for the day for Lennox Smith this morning?
My word for the day.
Hey, I just say, what's me? When I hear your voice, I feel good, boy.
It comes across official, boy.
Yeah. I like it. I really like it.
I love your program too. I like to hear Lennox talk so much.
Yeah.
I like to hear Lennox talking, calling Mr. Dinobrega, Mr. Dinobrega.
Trinidad again, but go ahead.
Lennox, no, it's not about accent. It's about listen, the definition, I want you to tell me the meaning of the word pronunciation.
Right. And again, pronunciate, but of course, I would say pronunciate, and you go vex with me, right? Of course, it's to use a verbal expression of a particular term or word, as the case may be. So you are pronouncing as opposed to pronunciation, right? Which is, of course, the right way to maybe say a particular word.
You are saying pronunciation?
Pardon me?
Did you say pronunciation?
No. I know the correct pronunciation is pronunciate, right? But I would in my conversation, wherever in Trinidad, I would say pronunciate, but it's pronounce, N-U-N.
So why would you say pronounce? Why aren't you saying the right thing?
Let me not go into that, but that's how we speak. That's how we speak.
That is how you speak. And this thing about it. And this thing,
All right, okay. So let me ask you a question then. When you go in until and you say a fella is he is coughing down people and so on, I say he ignorant, eh? What that is?
That's dialect. That is dialect.
So why you can't say I talk in dialect too?
Well, as a public speaker on a program like this, where children, I always
chance and what about Andy?
Lennox,
let me never see that. Why you focusing on me? Why me? What about Andy? What about Wayne Chance when he was there? I mean, he mashed up the English language. He must have been
Oh Lord!
Let's talk now. You won't focus on me. Go ahead, go focus.
Lennox, why you so loquacious? Let me speak.
Yeah, okay. That's the next word, talkative. All right. And let me tell you that you prefer to be garrulous.
No, but you.
What do I mean? What do I mean? What do I mean?
You and eloquence are enemies.
You're trying to evade and not responding to my question to you now. Since you say loquacious, I say you are garrulous. What garrulous mean?
Talkative too.
All right, well, let me hear him now. Because we have to get your word.
Yeah, no, he's right. Yes, garrulous, talkative, yes. Yes, he's right. Yeah. All right, my friend. Thanks very much.
Okay,
you say I am eloquence and not friend.
Let me hear him all here. He can get a point. You got to say that quick. Go ahead.
Yes, Lennox, if you go into the drugstore, would you ask for condoms size small?
Sky what?
Sky small.
Sky small is the brand like it does go there regular for that product? All right, man. Next time, you have made my day. The man goes to the drugstore to get condoms and Skype. A particular brand, yes. Wow.
Lennox, you're weekly man.
It's a good thing we didn't ask. It's a good thing we didn't ask him about Viagra. Anyhow, people, that was, of course, the word for today's segment.
Your word.
My word. I had it here just so, and the man threw me off one time, boy. Let me make sure I get it back. He said, exiguous, very scanty. E-X-I-G-U, exiguous, right? E-X-I-G-U-O-U-S, exiguous. The meaning, of course, scanty, scarce, etc. So a product may be exiguous, meaning, of course, scarce, right? Exiguous. Right. I know he will be tempted to tell me that I pronounce it bad, but of course I could spell it real good. So if I have to communicate with anybody in English, certainly I'll be able to so do, and that is what we are talking about. But it's nice to know that we have people like that who are very meticulous and pedantic.
I just want to add one thing to all of this. And I just want to add one thing to all of this. And I wonder if Director Snipe CD, very, very intelligent Lennox Smith, how they sit me and all very smart, in order to dun the man, because he realized the man going and keep coming. He said, but you just go to the pharmacy. That was it there, no. The man said a laugh and the man gave up.
Well, yeah, because he persisted and telling me, but I'm unfriendly with eloquence.
I just realized that Andy leave the man to beat you up.
Yeah, that we try to do. And then, of course, say that I did it. But that is how it is on this program. So people, of course, exiguous, of course, are scanty. And yes, indeed, I think we got one word, loquacious, and I think Miss Ann Brown's word was what? Postulate, yes, postulate, which of course means to come up with some suggestion in order, of course, to maybe express a particular point. That being as it may, of course, we have come to the end. We go for a break.
Yeah,
we go for a break, and when we come back, it was this thing becoming very, very exciting indeed.
Well, first time I see Lennox better be very defensive and think, no, my oh God, yeah.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, our doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile.
Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
Your news, anytime, anywhere. TTT News brings you the facts that matter most, on air and online. TTT News, nightly at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Women are a quiet strength the world leans on, the hands that holds everything together, and the heart that keeps on giving, even when they're tired. And it's time for us to celebrate that. I'm Yashamani, your host of Majestic Makeover, the series which uplifts and transforms the lives of everyday women who've carried so much for so long. In this season, we're looking for women like these, women who have endured, women who survived, women who keep on going, no matter what. A woman who's lost a loved one and finds the strength to go on. A survivor of crime who refused to be broken. A woman over 70 who gives to her family and the community every single day. A survivor of serious illness who continues to live with hope and courage. A physically challenged woman living fully with dignity and determination. These are the stories we want to honor. Do you know her? Nominate her. Let's celebrate her. Send us 2 brief paragraphs which briefly states who she is, your relationship to her, and why she deserves this journey. As well, send us your contact information. Send it to majesticmakeovertt@gmail.com. Because remember, every woman needs to feel majestic. Majestic Makeover Season 3, right here on TTT.
Looking for a smart way to grow your savings? For a limited time, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Credit Union is offering competitive fixed deposit rates of up to 4%. That's up to 4% guaranteed when you invest at PCU Fixed Deposit. Visit any of our locations in Barataria, Arima, San Fernando, or Tobago and get started today. For more details, visit policecreditunion.com or call us at 612-4PCU. That's 612-4PCU. PCU, your future is safe with us.
Before the sun, before the road, the talk starts here. Talk City 91.1.
Island Finance is now even closer to you. With brand new modern locations, visit us at Citygate, Port of Spain. Come in for your hassle-free loan from Island Finance. Quick, easy, and convenient, subject to credit approval and document verification.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked!
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
Oh boy, Trinidad and Tobago. I really starting to like that word of the day segment. It really and truly, it's nice. Time check. It's about
extremely
23.
dynamic. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry
It's
about that. You make me. I have a lag of that, so I interrupt you with respect to the time check. Just update the people on the time, please.
Yeah. So time check, 33 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. You listen to the Ground Report. All you notice, before Lennox had the patience and thing, he used to give people a chance to talk. All I notice now, he coming a verbal bully, eh? Yeah, he's coming a verbal bully. Because let me tell you, some of the people saying here, Lucky Lal say, Mr. Englishman, which is correct? Which is correct, and your pronunciation or the or realness? Oh boy. All right. And somebody else say here, let's think on the word of the day, what people are saying there. Or Jill Monroe say, Lennox, don't bother with them, you're bright, and it's that. So Lennox is saying, don't bother with them, you're bright, and it's that. Lisa Francis saying, all countries pronounce their words different. We have different accents. All right, we continue again. All right, so we continue again here. Lisa Francis saying, Lennox, your body Andy setting you up for the kill. Laugh out. No, how you gonna tell him man that?
Boy, that's a perceptive woman. That's right. She not postulating on this occasion. I think that she hit the nail on the head. But of course, I suppose there are few people, or there are still people who are yet to know Andy Williams, the pit bull, on radio, especially when you have a mic before his face.
Right, Lucky Lal is saying, Mr. Englishman, English and USA speaks the same language, but both pronounce the same words differently.
Yeah, and my friend who wants me to be perfect, he's saying that I am a sucker, or should I say I have been destroying eloquence.
Right, Anne Brown say,
they were eloquent.
Anne Brown like she was listening and then she kicks. When you and my partner there, battling verbally. Verbal semantics. She said, Mr. Lennox, you look for that. And then let me just read two more there quick. Abigail is saying, Lennox, you meet your match. Or you meet his match. Yes.
Yeah.
And then Monica Johnson is saying, yes, caller, speak the language as it is supposed to be spoken. Well, that's a person like the gentleman, the one the language speak as it's supposed to be spoken.
If you're saying BOX, you have to say box. But of course, we know the famous calypso. If you show them box and they say backs, then into the police van, because you know that you have to return to your country. Why? Because the accent is pronounced differently. All right, and that is my argument. But there's another thing.
Before I go there quick, so Asteroid is saying here, because we're going back to the thing there, I just want to make sure he said, or she is saying here, get back to the bloody program now.
Bang, 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 bang.
The Ground Report with Andy Williams and Lennox Smith.
All right, caller, go ahead, caller. Go ahead.
Yeah, because what we did just was part of the program. Go ahead. Morning.
Morning, Lex. Morning, Snipes. I joined the program a little late. I think I ran after 7. But I didn't hear nobody talking about this thing with the procurement. How the procurement hold up the HGC contracts.
But they didn't do that on the PNM.
I'm now going to say, is it that UNC wants to follow the same thing that was accusing the PNM of not going to the proper procurement? Is it that they did something wrong where they talk now that the procurement trying to do their jobs in the proper way? As I see this, I hope not. I hope the agency didn't do anything wrong with, and it's just a procedure that they want to go through. But I think this was supposed to be done before the announcement of the contracts, that the procurement didn't have to say anything, and the procurement was supposed to say no, everything was above board and these things.
Yeah, but it's clear to caller that something is missing here in terms of what you are really relaying to us here, because that process would have been completed, and that was announced by one of the ministers, but it's politics, and therefore a politician, an opposition politician, is claiming, well, two of them in fact, is claiming that there was something untoward about it, and as a consequence the procurement regulator said, well, listen, let me investigate, and there may have been something in writing as well, and that is what is provided for. Of course, prior to this incident, and the procurement legislation, wise, it's pretty new, but of course it was implemented, even it was eviscerated by the last administration. Nothing of the sort ever came out of concerns of the then opposition that is now in government today.
Another thing, too, I also want to ask Ms. Jolene John, the Minister of Works, the end of Lisa Morris-Julian road, with that coming off the highway there, that was never completed. Now, that road was, let me say, 95% complete. And after the election, Joe Masco just packed up and left that intersection to go into that road. Is very dangerous. It has some kind of boulder, some things all in the road. the big concrete slab. Sometimes you have to be very careful when they're swinging onto that road. They never finished it. Even to come off, they never finished that road. I asked Ms. Jolene John, please, if they could organize and see if they could just finish off that little 5% of the road, please. Because after elections, I don't know what went on there. I saw Jamasco, they just pack up the equipment and let the local government stop them or what. But I just asked Ms. Jolene John, can I finish up that little piece of the road that needs finishing, please?
Where that road is located? What area?
Arima. That's where it used to be near Pomera Road, right? On Pomera Road.
All right.
That's going on to be Tabagya station to go to Extra Foods there, and rename it to Lisa Morris Julian Road. That little piece of highway there that they put on. Mr. Rolly did open that just before they came out too. So I want to know if they could finish that little piece of road, that little highway there to go onto that road, if they could finish that, please.
All right.
It's just a little 5%
We have a caller here. We have a caller here as well. Good morning. Welcome.
Morning.
Morning, Andy. Morning, Lennox. This is Diego Martin and your director.
Yes, indeed. Good morning to you.
Call on my side, right after Diego Martin. Diego Martin, make it short and sweet. Go ahead, my brother.
Right. I want to pick a horse for the replacement of beast, what they call beast. I have 3 people in line. An honest Indian by the name of Buru, Ansel Dennis, and maybe the other one, Morris. Right. The procurement legislation, what is happening now, that is the way it's supposed to be designed. Somebody investigate to make sure everything above. The procurement legislation was the baby of the UNC and the UNC partnership government, and we've seen it in full display how transparency and accountability basically should work.
All right, thank you. On my side here, go ahead.
Right. Go ahead, caller.
Hello, good morning, ma'am.
Yes.
And where are you calling
morning.
from? And what's that contribution on this big program, the Ground Report this morning? Your program.
Yes, Mr. Williams and Mr. Smith.
Yes.
I am calling the Ground Report. The Ground Report. And I'll tell you why.
The Ground... Where calling?
Let me
see.
At school, I was taught when 2 vowels were in a letter, in a word, one had to be not used. Your discussion this morning about pronunciation and pronunciation, it applies at this time. I was taught that you don't use the sound of the 2 vowels, you use the sound of one. Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, it depends on the word itself that you are talking about. But generally, that is the rule.
So I can appreciate pronoun and pronoun or ground and grunt.
Truth. So every day you do it like we Englishman partner, you'll be calling the what report? How you say?
The Ground Report.
Under the ground because no. But there are exceptions to the rule.
Well, let's see
because it's psychology, tsunami.
Mr. Smith,
let's see talking to you. Quite right.
Mr. Smith.
Go ahead.
This is the Grenada connection, the lady that doesn't want to call her name and call the program.
Yes. Okay. That originally from Laventille, Laventille is dear to me and close to my heart. So thanks very much for that insightful interjection.
I hope one day she
Andy,
can call
good morning again. This morning I am calling on our Heavenly Father to please make the PNM persona non grata in Trinidad, like how you made them in Tobago. They must never, ever come back here to rule any country again. Let them stay and rule Balize House, right? Because they are too corrupt. And instead of helping themselves, try to rehabilitate themselves with the corruption, we are seeing what 2 senators did. 2 PNM senators did. So we have to keep praying for Papa God to make PNM persona non grata in Trinidad.
Wow. And before we continue, and before we continue, I want to see who caller will be able to tell me who gave this, they send this with their dream when we had the thing there. So let me tell me who caller or they feel and it's a prominent caller, and it's a woman too. It's a woman too, right? So tell me who will you feel send this. I dream plenty snakes till I shoot one too. I empty the clip while he was wiggling on the ground. Right, so earlier, that was a dream, eh? The dream, that is a dream, eh? They dream plenty snakes. Till in the dream, they shoot one of the snakes too. They empty the clip on one of the snakes in that dream while he was on the ground wiggling up. While he was wiggling up on the ground. Nice. And then now let me just go to our next thing where it's coming from the word of the day. So that one was dealing with the playway. Now this one is dealing with the word of the day. I will give you the spellings. I hope I pronounce it good, Lennox Smith. But I think they send the meaning too. So the spelling is O-N. I seen O-N-O-M-A-T-O-P-O-E-I-A. Right? I want to believe the O could be a U. The second O could be a U. But let me try. Onamat. You got to tell me that word. But the meaning is words that imitate the natural sound of things. The word that imitates the natural sounds of things. So what is the name of that word? I hear you. Press that mic.
Sorry. I'm familiar with onomatopoeia, which is of course a type of word that songs as the action itself. So if I say whoosh, understand the song tells you one time what the action is. Onomatopoeia.
Whoosh. All right. So it's uno.
Quite a lot of words in the English language reflects that. Yes.
Onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia. Yeah. You know tomato.
All right.
Onomatopoeia.
Well, boy, partner, go be partner. Remember, I hear your back right. I ain't pronounce it good, but I spell it right? So you don't have to call and hit with bullet tomorrow, right? You know who is the man, right? So
yeah. He would know by now. My chest is broad and my shoulders are like Mr. Atlas himself.
Let's go. Let's get it here.
Good morning to the ground report crew. Lennox Smith, that fella had you against the wall this morning, but you started to change the goalpost. You started to shift the goalpost, boy. Putting question on you, putting words on you, you started to shift the goalpost. Sam, this not man.
Wait, I didn't hear about that voice note, boy. The man saying like Lennox was getting licks and changing the goalpost. Let me hear what the guy was saying there. Come. We had to play that voice note from the beginning, man. Let's hear what he's saying here.
Andy, we have a lot of calls on this side.
Bang.
All right, hold on. Now one call there, boy. Let me hear.
Good morning to the ground report crew. Lennox Smith, that fella had you against the wall this morning, but you started to change the goalpost. You started to shift the goalpost, boy. Putting question on you, putting words on you, you started to shift the goalpost. Sam, this not man. I like that. I really love that, man. That fella had you against the wall this morning, but your words. Sam, I love it. I really love it this morning, boy.
All right, boy. At least he tried to be as objective as possible, because he would have known that when he said, I think a synonym to garrulous, I did in fact respond by saying talkative, and then of course I responded by saying garrulous, and he said loquacious. Yes, he said loquacious, and then I said yes, of course. And why is he saying that? I said, well, you're sounding garrulous, because he was telling me that I talkative, so I was telling him he talkative too, but with a different word. So then he said yes. All right, I'll compliment you for that, and then of course it went on. So I suppose my friend was very intrigued by that encounter, and I think it's good. It's good because it is in good spirit and not, of course, attempting to decry or to humiliate anybody.
Right. So whoever's calling on Talk City, go ahead.
Good morning.
Good morning, Lennox and Andy.
Yes, good morning.
And Lennox, Andy.
Oi.
Do you remember a picture you have of Jalen in San Fernando?
Yes, Miss Lona. Yes, Miss Lona. Your grandson, he was a little boy. Yes, he was a little boy back then. Yes.
All right. He was about 3 years old, you know. Today he's 20 years of age.
Today he's 20. Very good. And today he's 17.
He's 20. He was about 3 years old. That picture you have.
Yes.
When he didn't make the papers.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. You went to
That's
the
my
protest.
great-grandson, not my grandson.
Very good. Very good. How he's going?
20 years old today.
So, all right. Let me say happy birthday to Jordan. Is Jordan in your name, right? What's his name?
Jalen.
Jalen. Yes, Jalen. We know Jalen since small. We went down there. What's out the ground report since then? Since then, Trinidad.
And I was only about 30 years now, so you know it's not today.
Yeah, Miss Lona.
And Andy, I'll give you all my love and blessings because I think it's only you hold on to Miss Lona. Don't get jealous, dancer.
Well, I did my role very early in the game. Remember, I brought you and...
Yeah.
When you see teaching us, you have to dance according to how you see coming out, you know. You can't make a mistake. You have to dance according to the big words, you understand?
All right.
No ordinary dance.
All right.
Okay, thanks. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Miss Lona. Let me take one on this side.
Andy,
Yes,
no matter what Miss Lona says, I did my work a long time ago. I brought both she and Mr. Lahokita together.
Exactly. Go ahead, caller.
Good.
Andy, morning.
Good morning to you, my darling. My big word friend.
I wasn't vexed with you, but it's just that, I have to keep you know?
Yeah. Understood.
So something I want to say, because remember, our people are listening. Something I want to say that I didn't like yesterday. I couldn't get through, but I went to some meetings, so I couldn't get through. But anyway, I would like to say that whatever is going on, you cannot say is the host that is encouraging or whatever. You all have to understand that Ali and they are doing their job. At the end of the day, they have a family to feed. And to me, I do not find the ground report is biased. You give everybody a chance to say what they have to say. PNM, UNC, whoever you are. So I think it's wrong to say that they are the ones encouraging anything. You have to remember, they don't employ anyone or anything like that, right? So if you all have issues, you all need to take it up with your MPs, your councillors, but give the ground report guys a break. I think so. Don't blame them for those things. I don't like it. All right? It's not right anyway. So guys, you all have a good Friday, a great weekend.
Thank you very much. Yeah, man.
I like that.
Hey. Nice. Right, let me just put off some of those voice notes there quick. Especially Mr. Reporter. You go say, call Lennox and say, Andy, don't play my voice note. Lennox Smith.
Yeah. He's that insistent. Yeah.
Ground report. The next argument in this country will be the local election. There shall be no local election in this country. None. Right now, the government don't have funds to spend on public servants. They don't have money for nothing to do concerning these excess things like local election. None of that. And that is because of the PNM. The PNM is who make it hard for us as a people. Local election, they take money. General election, they take money. So we will cater for general election until further notice. You understand? If somewhere down the road money pop up, then we could give local election. But right now, don't prepare my country, neither my prime minister, my government, for no local election Trinidad and Tobago. There will be no local election. There's no funding for it. There's no juggler to fund this party right now to keep these things. Because it seemed like juggler was paying salaries here for a very long time under the PNM. Because the PNM was asking, while they were in government asking the opposition where you get money to pay the 10%. They was fully aware that they thief everything out. Man, if I only get the fair play in talk show will turn in a different direction here. But God alone know how. Listen to see if this gets through.
Any views or opinions expressed on the Ground Report are solely those of the hosts and callers and do not represent the views, policies, or official position of Talk City 91.1, its management, or affiliates.
Well, we go for the break now, and when we come back, more time. Oh, sure, it's almost 9 o'clock, boy. Let's go for the break quickly.
Join Eternal Light and Word of Life Communities for a fun-filled Goshen Day fundraiser on Sunday, May 3rd from 7:30 until 6 p.m. at St. Charles Borromeo RC Church, Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna. The day begins with Mass at 7:30 a.m., followed with activities like bingo, hoopla, pick a number, and much, much more. Visit the Health and Wellness booth and check out the variety of plants and books on sale. At Mama's Kitchen, get your delicious treats. Come out and support Goshen Family Fundraiser on Sunday, May 3rd from 7:30 a.m. until 6 p.m. at St. Charles Borromeo RC Church, Eastern Main Road, Tunapuna. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Is your business experiencing the following symptoms? Not enough customers, low sales, or slow cash flow? It's time for your business to be seen and heard by thousands of potential customers inside this new, exciting television and social media feature.
Welcome.
The 1020 with Junior K. Up for this exciting challenge? And confident about your business? If you are, the 1020 feature is just for you. It's where you give your customers 10 reasons in 20 seconds why they should shop by you. This fun-filled feature will be captured, packaged, and aired on television and promoted on social media simultaneously. Small, medium, and large businesses call or WhatsApp 764-3378 or 313-4215. Let's feature your business. 1020 with Junior K. It's affordable, effective, and fun.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters, we're there, reporting the news as it happens. Because your world can't wait. Your world moves fast, so do we. TTT News brings you the people, events, and issues that matter most. Stay informed, stay ahead. TTT News, every night at 7. TTT News, committed, accurate, relevant.
Your future is safe with us. No matter your age or where you're from, or what doors are open to each and every one. A variety of services that's accessible and reliable. Here to show you just what service is. Helping where we can, but with a smile.
Police Credit Union, your future is safe with us.
Hard-hitting, unfiltered, no scripts, no spin. This is Off the Record. Off the Record. With Stefan and Mr. X, where critical thinking meets real talk in real time. The conversations others avoid, we take them head on. Interactive, informative, entertaining, AI-assisted, and driven by your voice. Politics, society, culture, and the issues shaping now. No rehearsals, no apologies, just facts, fire, and fearless discussion. Off the Record. Weekdays 9 a.m. to 12 noon on Talk City 91.1 FM. Off the Record.
This is Destra, and you're listening to the Ground Report on Talk City. Keep it locked.
Oh boy. We are back. It's just 1 minute, Trinidad and Tobago to the hour of 9 o'clock. Well, you're done. Here's Off the Record coming up next with Stefan and Mr. X. So stay tuned, lock into Talk City 91.1 FM. No corridor transformation tonight.
Yes, no corridor transformation tonight.
Yes.
That's why Andy because I mean, he's my friend. Why?
Because today's Friday and you're going and do your Broco First Spaceship Matrix dance.
And that's a friend of people. Listen to the kind of friend. That's why I'm glad Mikey not here because he would be a better friend.
Osa. So Trinidad and Tobago, you all could have choose any other program or any other station to listen to or log on to, or any other social media platform to log on. And you all choose right here, Talk City 91.1 FM. You all choose the Ground Report, and we'll be staying locked on to Off the Record coming up next, right? So thanks so much. I'm Andy Williams, better known as the Pitbull of Radio. Stay safe on the nation's roads. After God family comes first, remember that. Until Monday morning, please God, we are out of here.
Bang, bang, From hard-hitting current affairs to real community issues and the stories that matter most to you. This is where Trinidad and Tobago comes to talk. This is the flagship. Real talk, real issues, real radio.
Your stories, your communities, your country. TTT News is everywhere, on the ground, across Trinidad and Tobago, and on every smart device. When it matters,